Hey guys, Dragonstar here. Since I made the video for how to get to 1500, there were a couple of questions and some comments regarding how to actually do it. Some people think it's not possible because you're going up at 21 population. So my thought for that was I'll just give an example, but that might not actually help because at higher levels you do need to have to make transitions and you do have to start adapting to what your opponent is doing. So to compensate for that, I do have a second account. It is like kind of high on team game rating. I was just mostly using this account for team games, but I've basically not played a single 1v1 random map game. And I think it automatically sets you at 1000 elo when you're not playing any random map games. So I can climb this account from whatever rank I get in the opening all the way up to 20, not 2000 elo, but probably around 2000 elo, using all the steps I've learned on how I would recommend climbing up. For starting civilization, Franks is your beginner friendly, very economic friendly scout civ. A lot of other options are also available: Khmer, Persians, Lithuanians, even Magyars. Huns is where everyone started off with, Hindustani, Georgians. There's a lot of options for you guys to experiment with, but the most basic civilization that everyone uses, that I also recommend, is Franks. The restrictions I'm going to be giving myself to kind of replicate it at a beginner level is never push deer, do not go for any fancy stuff. Like, I'm not really going to micro like a nerd. I'm just patrolling into fights, or even not patrolling. I'm attack moving into fights. I'm not going to use patrol. I'm not going to use any stacking. I'm just going to rely on my basics and a little bit of smart walling. Walling can also be a little bit wide, but I'm just going to pay attention to playing scouts, walling up, macroing, and going to Imperial Age. And if my opponent dies in that meantime, I'll accept it and go on to the next game. That's the restriction I'm coming up with, and I would recommend doing it this way whenever you are learning and starting off with the game. I'll start the game and hopefully we match against players. I mean, yes, it is smurfing. I do not condone it. I do not like smurfing myself personally, but this is the best way, in my opinion, that I can give example games. There is no better way of seeing me play against this elo of players and see how I actually end up playing against them. Like what it will look like when I play against someone who has the similar elo. So starting off with the game, we'll stick with the basics, and this will be a very long video, by the way. I plan to just climb all the way to 1500 in one sitting, so that's my goal for this. Okay, maybe I should not even scout with my sheeps because that's a little bit too much for the beginners, I'm guessing. So I'm also not going to be scouting with the sheeps at all. This much scouting is okay. But yeah, I mean, I've found 2 of my boars. So now we look for the sheeps. Extend our circle a little bit. Our sheeps can spawn in that last circle. Put all my sheeps under my town center. 6 on food, 3 on wood would be the next thing. And I'm gonna just take it as slow as I can. Usually go for the closest wood line. That's my goal. I found all my resources. Now I go scout my opponent. How many deers is this? This is 3 deer, so we can still mill these deers. My answer to when you should mill your deer and chicken: for chicken, always mill them. For deer, always wait for at least 3 deers if you want to mill them or not. Always try to kill 1 sheep at a time. And I'm like trying to make myself as slow as possible. I am already a very slow player compared to your top guys, but I'm just going to make sure I am playing as slowly as I can. so that there's not that much APM restriction. The big thing is I won't be idling my town center. That is something that is non-negotiable, where I will not be purposefully adding extra missteps in my gameplay just to simulate like a lower elo. Most of it will just come down to me just doing the build and sticking with it. He's pushing deer, which is fine. I'm not even gonna use the town center to kill the boar. That's also okay. I'm just gonna rely on killing the boar with my villagers. Like, I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible. Oops. That's fine. My villager accidentally killed another sheep. I would want to avoid that. And 3 villages on deer is completely okay. I'll just make circles around his base to see what he's doing. Now we just wait for the next stage. I'll leave them there, or actually I'll even give it There's not that much more to explain once you're at this stage of the game. Actually, I want to go up on 21, not 20. Start splitting villages so that I have 10 villages on word. Just keep making circles around his base to always check to see what he's up to. And we're up to the next stage. So far, I haven't basically pushed my deers. I've just milled them, and I'm easily just able to scout what my opponent is up to. I see him on food, I'm seeing him on wood, so he wants to play food units. It can be spearmen, skirmishers, or scouts. His civilization is Mongols, so I'm expecting him to play scouts. Also try to kill one sheep at a time. I was not paying attention to that, so I ended up losing my sheep. He's chasing me, so I would want to just run away back to my town center, because Mongols is a civilization that can go up to the next stage very quickly. So I would want to just have my scout survive. That's the knowledge I have according to the matchup. Maybe because of the elo, he's not up yet, but usually you don't really want to stick around in a Mongol player's base for too long. I'm just gonna retreat all the way back to my town center because I am on 39 HP compared to 45. He's fighting me, and we'll retreat immediately. I'm up to the next stage, so I can kill his scout. I'll get the wood upgrade, and I'll make a stable. While all of that is happening, I'm also gonna start making farms immediately and start to spend my wood. Start walling up as well. The benchmark you're looking for is trying to get yourself walled up by minute 13 at least. So slowly just making sure I'm going to be walling up. So he's adding a stable or a barracks, and he has villages on gold. And he is still not up to the next stage, which means he wants to go for a fast castle. So I just wanna wall up myself and wait to go up to the next stage. I do not want to fight against the villagers until I have 3 scouts. So I'm just gonna wait for 3 scouts before I start attacking him. I just want to get myself walled up. I'll make like 5 to 6 scouts and try to go up to the next stage. Looks like he wants to make a building. I'll attack these villagers. Try to harass him on the berries. Run away when he wants to attack me. Always wait for 3 scouts. He's adding a spearman. I'll just run away from that. Box formation is very useful to keep your scouts compact and tight. Try to attack a villager and run away whenever there is a spearman. I want 14 farms. So we are on 10 farms. While all of that is happening, I'm also microing in the front. I'm going to attack the villager, run away, try to avoid the spearman hits. We are on 13 farms. Run away from the spearman, kill a villager. And because there was actually not that many areas to hit, I'm just gonna go up to the next stage rather than investing into more scouts, and just making loops around his base makes his spear go out of position and lets me get the value for free. This is like the start of my this is basically the first game, so I don't really expect to find as much resistance in this game compared to what eventually higher up in Elo you'll face. So I just want to add villagers to gold so that I can click up to the next stage. I'm already probably collecting too much food because I did not need to add that many scouts. So I'll balance my economy a little bit by pulling off some of these food villages to overload my gold for the short term. This is a technique you can use where you can kill the spearman with just the scouts, but I don't even recommend doing that. Just avoid fighting spearmen altogether and just look for villager kills. Just roaming around, trying to find villagers. The kill is the target you're looking for. We have our second building. We just now want to go up to the next stage. I'll kill the farm over here and then run away. Add another farm and we're up to the next stage. We can add another stable while going up. And get the gold upgrade. Even if he's up, it's like not the biggest deal. We'll get our upgrades for our cavalry, position our scouts in a way where his villager can't escape, and then run away from this area. We have developed our economy to produce from 2 stables, which is completely fine. And I'm gonna try to hit his villages again. Looking for an area to attack. I'll kill this farm. It's for free. Avoid the spearman. Still look for more areas to hit. He's adding a camel. He's added 2 camels, but he does not have any upgrades on them. My next step for the next stage would be just to try to kill more villages with the knights while I'm setting up my 3 town center economy. I don't really care about adding a monastery, but if he was playing a little bit more aggressive, I would make monks to deal with his camels or make pikemen from my barracks to deal with the camels. As soon as we're up, we are looking to add town centers. So places to add a town center, probably on this goal to protect it, or on this wood line. Oh, not the best area to add the town center, but it's okay. Get the wood upgrade and then add a town's stable units. I'll even get speed upgrade for my cavalry. Camels are over here protecting, so I can't really hit those villagers. Spearmen are over there protecting, and we are just trying to develop our economy at this stage of the game, produce villagers and try to get to 35 to 40 farmers. That's the next step. We want to get to 35 to 40 farmers so that we can go up to the next stage. And I'll do this literally every single time to go up to the next stage. So he has one camel. One camel cannot beat two knights. His camel is chasing me. And he's gonna run away with that camel, but I can just kill the villager instead. And I also have blacksmith upgrades on my units. So my blacksmith upgrades will make my knights do very well against the non-upgraded camels. A little bit of fancy micro, as you can call it. Just climb the hill and then attack the spearmen so that I take less bonus damage. Combine all my army together so that he can't fight me anymore. And if I push him off a resource, I can just kill his stable. I'll just run back to the hill and then continue fighting him. Even if he is playing counter units, it does not matter if I have more numbers. Because in this game, as I explained, even if you have the correct amount of units with perfect macro, you can start killing your counter units once you have the numbers. I'll just attack moving and yeah, the game is basically over. And that's game number 1. I mean, I do feel a little bit bad about smurfing, but for the sake of giving instructions on how to advance in these particular elos, usually that's the way of playing. Just always produce villagers the entire time, use the scouts to bait the enemy spearmen, and try to kill villagers wherever you can find them. I mean, this won't take that long. I think I'll get like 20 elo or something per win, so should be not the longest video, but it just shows you can get done with games relatively quickly. Pick up these sheeps. I'll make one circle with these sheeps around my town center. But I do expect players most of the time to use their sheeps at least a little bit to scout for their resources. If you're not doing that, I would highly encourage into getting into the habit of scouting with the sheeps. While all of that is happening, I see only 2 deer, so I'll just go for the berries instead. I won't really even take the deers. You can long distance them if you want. That is actually better than not taking them. But when you have 2 deers, you're not supposed to mill. Just gonna make some scouting. Send the sheeps whenever I find them back to my town center. 6 on sheep into 3 on wood. We are not really gonna change our build order at all.
Okay. Prêt. Bûcheron.
Just looking for my sheeps. And I found all my sheeps, both of my boars. Now I go scout my opponent. Every single time I'm finding all my resources under 3 minutes, I'm already going to my opponent's base by that time. This is the timing you have to always work with. If you're not able to do this at this stage of the game, I would recommend practicing this in single player for as many times as it takes before you're able to do that. And I'm already able to find my opponent in 3 minutes game time using this scouting pattern slash method. Okay, that's a force of habit. I did not mean to kill the boar with my TC, but that's something definitely you can learn to do if you're keen on learning to min-max your economy. I'm already gonna think about placing these houses in a walling fashion so that they protect my berries, like a wall like this, maybe connect it to this wood line to go for a very big wall, or maybe I'll connect these two houses to this house so that I make a choke point to my town center to protect it. I have a back gold, so I'm thinking about taking that one instead of the front one, which is a little bit more exposed. I'll take my second board. Make the mill. I keep doing it. I am I'm not really following my rule for not. It's just a muscle memory at this point. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose, because we are so used to killing our boars with the town center. It's very weird for me to not do it, but I'll try to stick to it from the next game onwards. While all of that is happening, 23 villages up to the next stage. Yeah, I'll make my barracks and stable like this, and my walls like that. Complete the walls to the edge of the map, and I'm fully walled. I can add a town center here, a town center there or there. I'm already like kinda planning my base for the next stage.
Fait. Prêt.
Send the villagers, split them on the wood lines.
Okay.
Maybe make it slightly bigger, but my walls remains the same. I can also go for this wall. Like, this would be the biggest wall that I can go for, so just to protect my main gold. If I come back to my base and secure it, that's also one way of playing. Like, in this game, I'll go for another way, like where I'm going for the big expensive walls. I think that can also be a demonstration. Like, if I want to go for the big walls, I actually don't move out of my base. I'll just use my scout to protect my walling villages rather than applying pressure. I'll wall up a little bit later. I mean, I'll move out of my base to harass my opponent a little bit later, only after I'm walled. Once I recognize the walling I want to do, I'll probably stick to it and commit to it before I go for something else. Yeah, so like a wall like this, and connect these houses to that wall from that wood line. Using wood as part of your walls is usually how everyone is trying to get themselves completely safe. He's up. I'm up in a sec as well. I'm gonna wait for my Hot Scholar upgrade, which I get for free with francs before I start seeding any farms. Get the wood upgrade immediately while making the stable. His scout is over here, so I'll try to attack the scout, garrison my town center, and kill a scout. Okay, but I'll still not move out of my base. I'll try to get myself walled up. I'm gonna use a few villagers to do it. While all of that is happening, I still wanna
Oui.
just use these villagers to make farms.
Okay. Pastisor. 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 Pastisor.
Make scouts, make farms, and get yourself fully walled. I'll just use these scouts to act as like as protectors for these walls. I am vulnerable in the other areas where I'm not protecting with my scouts, but the wall segments in those areas is much smaller. So he's attacking from this area because he probably clicked inside my base, and now I'm gonna track him and try to kill his scout, which is next to my wall.
Okay. Pastisor.
Looks like he's over here as well. I'll try to run away and bring his scouts closer to my villager. My scouts. Try to still kill that scout. While all of that is happening, I was floating a little bit of wood, so I want to get back to 14 on wood.
Pastisor.
Get rid of the scout and then try to go up to the next stage. I have 14 farmers now. I can add more scouts, but if I am fully walled, I don't really need to. And I managed to kill a scout again. I'll go for the main gold. 14 farmers, 4 on gold. But since I'm not really adding extra scouts, I can remove 2 of these villages from berries to send them to gold. These are kind of the economy adaptations you can go for based on the amount of army you're actually producing. I'll also add the blacksmith. I'll try to click inside his base, see if there's any hole. Looks like there is not. So I'll run away. So he's adding spearmen, which is fine. And it feels like it's gonna be a macro game. Like he also completed his walls. So now we are going to transition into an Imperial game. His civilization does get access to cheap knights and camels and stuff. So going for double stable might not be the best option. But we're gonna do it anyway.
Oui. Pastisor.
I'll try to hit the walls over here, try to get inside. He's just gonna re-wall behind, but it's fine. I'm just gonna force more reactions. I'm idling these 3 villages, which means he's not collecting resources. I can also click up to the next stage. Finally send spearmen as well. So I'm forcing reactions over here just to make him spend some extra resources that he would have rather not wanted to spend right now. Gonna add the second stable as part of the wall. Maybe hit a wall over there, hit the wall over there. Get my stable upgrades. This is like mostly just sticking to our plan and committing to it. We don't really care about what our opponent is going to do. We're only caring about what we are trying to do. And the play is always just going to be scouts into knights. The transitions will happen a little bit when you're up higher at the elo range. If you're at around 1000 elo, you can just get by always making sure you're producing villagers and making scouts and walling yourself. Like I did not kill a single villager from my opponent in this game, and he's walled, I'm walled. I managed to kill bunch of scouts which were inside my base, which were harassing me, but other than that, nothing really happened. The next step would be make knights, add 3 town centers. Maybe a TC there or a TC here would also be completely fine. Run away from the spearman. I wanna avoid taking any hits from it. Get the wood upgrade, make the town centers, and then attack these spearmen with my knights. We want 35 to 40 farms as the next step. And I'll try to kill the stable with the knights with my timing. Run away with the scouts so that I can save them, and then attack the stable. Whenever there's a fight which is not favorable for me, I'll run away, but most of the time, like if your opponent is up this late, you can just start attacking his buildings. Even if there is no access point, you can create one by forcing damage like this, where I was hitting his walls, forcing him to react. I'm starting to kill a stable with my units. He's making camels, but the camels again, like if he is fighting 2-on-1 with the camels, he'll lose the fight. I need the speed upgrade so that I can catch his camels. While all of that is happening, always make sure to add husbandry. So the more knights I have, the better. I'll put these on auto scout. If he wants to run away, that's fine. I'm not gonna waste time chasing him around. He can waste time chasing my scout around. Forcing repairs. And making him waste camels basically. While all of that is happening, I'm gonna continue adding villagers. And developing my own economy. Yeah, he wants to fight, so we'll let him fight. He wants to run away, we'll continue attacking the stable. I'll get the speed upgrade so that I can actually end up cleaning him. Yeah, once you have the numbers lead with a good build order and uptime, they can't actually kill you with counter units because they need numbers and they need time to actually make these units. And if you do not give them the time, they'll lose the game. Just making sure I have no idols, keeping all of those things in check.
Make 3 houses.
Gonna try to add like more economy until I have 35 to 40 farms. Kill villagers when you're in, avoid the town center fire. I'll start adding a couple of villages to stone so that I can get a castle up. Make circles around his base to not let him develop his economy. Get the second armor because now we are fighting in his base under town center fire. So I just wanna make knights to kill them basically. That's the whole point. Even against camels, once you have the numbers and the economy, it like really does not matter. Like he's just idling his town centers, and next step would be to try to get to Imperial Age. I'm floating a lot of wood. I can spend it by shift clicking the farms. Just trying to kill the stables again. Looks like he has stopped kind of trying. He's just going to probably hide villages in the corner, so we want to be setting up ourselves to get spies or something. Nope, he's still trying, looks like. But we are basically killing everything. He does not really have any backup plans. We just want to get our 2 buildings to click up to the next stage. Start overloading villages on minerals. Get my technology for them, since I'm going to start adding more villages to that. Start killing buildings around. Whenever you cannot really take out a town center, you can start killing the buildings around it first before going for the town center itself. Like he's not really putting up any resistance, so I can probably kill the town center with just my knights. I'm gonna continue killing these houses. Yeah, never mind. That's the game. 46 points, but you kind of get it. Like, even when playing with a fresh account, it does boost your elo quite a bit when you're playing the early games, but those would be around 1000 elo, where what that game would decide it as. Like the first game, I just raided a little bit and walled behind. This game, I did not raid at all. I just walled. And now we're gonna combine both of those things at the same time. We're gonna raid and wall at the same time again. I'll try to pressure him immediately to keep your opponent always in check.
Hey, pastiso.
I'll make a small circle with these sheeps, my starting 2 sheeps, but I won't go for the fancy multiple group of sheep scouting. Anything I'm doing, I'm pretty sure you guys can also replicate as long as you practice. These would just be the example games on the build order / adaptations I'm actually making. Six on sheep. Granted, I've not made a single spearman, by the way, so those would be some definitely additional things you can replicate from the higher elo players. If your opponent is also attacking you really quickly, you can go add a spearman to deal with his aggression. Okay, I found all my resources. 2 boars, 8 sheeps. Time to go scout them. Every single time, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, I'm just leaving my base. I'm never sticking at my base more than 2 to 3 minutes, because this is the scouting pattern for someone who's done finding all his resources should look like in 2-3 minutes. If you're not able to do this, practice it.
Hey, Maro.
6 on sheep, 3 on wood. Scouting my opponent now. I have bunnies, so I'll mill them. Always hunt first, then berries, then farms, in that order. For food collection, sheeps or something, definitely in the meantime. Okay, I will try to not kill the boar with the town center this time. I'll also use the houses as part of my walling. Following along. So let's see where my opponent is. There is his berries. And I'll make my mill. I just wanted to finish that sheep before I send the last villager over there. 3 to 4 villages on bunnies is completely fine. The rule of thumb I use is if it's anything above 6 rabbits, I'll send more than 3 villages to collect them. So 4 villages would be the maximum, and in this case I'll only send 3 because it's 6 rabbits. I found my opponent. Now I'll continue making circles around his base. Oh my god. Almost lost the villager. And just go up on 21 population.
Ohé. Prêt, bûcheron.
Once I have 11 on word, 11 on the wild boar, I'll send new villagers to word. Always a 5-5 split.
Maro. Prêt. Maro.
As many villages that can fit on that sheep, and then send rest of them to word. It will let me have enough food to click up to the next stage. That's a very nice spot to make the lumber camp. This wall, this wall, this wall, and I'm fully walled. That would be the walling structure I'm going for. His map is also easy to wall. This wall, this wall. Make the buildings on the front of the berries and wall yourself to that house. That is how I would wall, and wall the backside to the edge of the map. Probably I can take the stone as part of my wall. Always check, make circles around to see what they are up to. Okay, this is pretty bad. That's fine, I can work with it. Like, not shift clicking your sheeps under the town center is a mistake even I am making. I'm just always going to check what he's up to. At this stage, I can also add a second mill on my berries. Once I'm out, down to the last sheep.
Prêt, livet, bûcheron. Certes. Maro. Ohé. Café. Pastisseur.
Attack the scout if it runs in your town center. That should always be punished by just garrisoning your town center quickly. Make farms again, get the wood upgrade. And I'll wall myself completely. Wait for 3 starts before attacking. Sometimes you can do it with 2, but 3 is just the safety number you can always rely on. Try to get myself walled up. And we're already fully walled. Next step is 14 farms. Looks like there was a spearman hit. Not good. I was not paying attention to it and I ended up taking damage to it while I was walling. Can also happen to you guys, but if you don't pay attention to your army.
Ohé, bâtisseur,
He's making spearmen. He's making 3 spearmen, and he's starting to get himself walled up. So looks like we will not really find any other opportunities to do damage. So I'm gonna cut production of my scouts because I'm already fully walled. I'm going to try to get in front of that villager and try to go for the kill on it and then run away. Avoid the spearman and try to kill the villager is usually the thing we're trying to do. I mean, it does come into my argument for not doing fancy micro. I actually ended up making a little bit of fancy micro there. So, well, it did not involve that many clicks. I'm just putting my scout between the path of where the villager wants to run away and then running in the opposite direction and not letting it escape.
c'est fait.
I want 14 palms.
Hey, bâtisseur, bâtisseur,
I can technically go less than 14, but it's completely okay. Okay, there's a spearman. I won't really attack it. Want villagers on gold. He has wills on gold. That villager is weak. I can kill it and then run away. Add a blacksmith. I'll look for more weak villages if there are any. Doesn't look like it just yet. I can maybe take that villager. Yep. He's not paying attention with that spearman. I'll run away.
c'est fait.
And we just want to go up to the next stage now. I'll remove some of these villages from food and put them on gold. And new villages can go to food. Because I did not make that many scouts, I can go up to the next stage slightly faster. And then run away whenever there is a spearman. Look at how many idols we are creating. And he's calling good game. This just came down to scout micro more than anything. You can technically practice that aspect of the game. What's a reload? Almost 1100. But this would be around the elo you would get to. Where I think maybe adding spearmen and stuff can be more useful, but I'm not really doing anything fancy here. So far. Ignore the scout micro and the killing the boar with the town center. I am pretty sure that those things are not playing a factor into me winning the game. Oh, I need to make a cross so that I don't get anything other than francs.
Hey, bâtisseur,
It's just the consistency of the scout play. It lets you develop your economy in a very nice fashion. I'll use the sheep to scout for my boars and then look for the extra sheeps with my scout. That's usually the scouting pattern I'm always using. Use my starting 2 extra sheeps, keep 1 sheep under the town center, and use the other 2 sheep to find my boars. And then I'll find my extra sheeps. Looks like there's a big forest because my scout is pathing weirdly with my clicks. So we'll go around it. There's my rhino.
maraud,
And we go 6 on food, 3 on wood. Always try to make sure there's 1 sheep under your town center while you're scouting so that you don't run out of resources. I've found all my stuff, gold, both my rhinos, and now I'm gonna go scout my opponent.
bâtisseur,
I made some circles around my base. I've already found all my stuff. So now we just go scout our opponent. This is the scouting time you should always be trying to go for. Because if you're late at finding where your opponent is, your scouts will arrive at his base late. You won't know what your opponent is doing. And you will be in a lot of trouble when that ends up happening. One thing I could have done extra right now is look for areas to wall. Because if I can wall on the back side of my base, it will be very easy to protect my base. If that's not the case, I'll show another way of walling up. It's completely fine. I'm just looking for my opponent while developing my economy.
Chasseur, oil, café, chasseur. Prêt. Ohé, chasseur.
There's the deer. So this is a deer map, and it's also 4 deers. So I definitely have to mill them, and I'll actually send 4 villagers to take those deers. If there are 3 deers, I'll go for 3 villagers. But for 4 deers, I'll send 4 villagers to the deer patch. I want to keep 8 on the boar. After this house villager finishes, it will go back to the boar. While all of that is happening, I also want to make the mill and few villagers to send it over there. He's pushing deer, which is fine. We are using that scouting time, scout work time to actually scout our opponent rather than push deers. I was chit-chatting too much. I'm missing out on my own macro. Like my second boar is actually late. But it's fine. Like whenever you're kinda late with stuff like this, I would rather just eat the goat rather than have my villagers go idle. Or actually, my timing is not the worst. Did not need to eat the goat, but if the boar was not under my town center on the correct time, I would eat the goat over there. I'll send him the sheep back. If I'm not able to fit villagers on my rhino, so I'll put them on the goat instead. I'll always just keep scouting, honestly, just to check to see what he's up to. It's Portuguese. Sometimes they wanna go for a fast castle or something. Castle drop. Also kind of popular at the moment, but he's going for a barrack, so it does not look like it. We're up to the next stage. He's walling up. Whenever you see someone walling up, that means you have to wall up as well most of the time. If they can get themselves walled up completely, there's nothing for you to hit. So it would be coming down to you just trying to go up instead yourself. So he's going to chase me, I'm just gonna run away. I have 10 villagers over there. I don't need to send another will there. I'll run all the way back to my town center. Garrison the town center and kill the scout. Oh, messed up, but I'll send 3 villagers to make the barracks. I'm not paying attention in this game, personally. That's my observation so far. Kinda haphazard with my macro. Okay, looks like he's just walled.
Café. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Okay, against walls, we just apply a little bit of pressure and try to go up to the next stage. I'm not really gonna deviate from my plan. I'm not gonna send villagers forward to try to break him open. I'm just gonna hit walls with scouts and macro my way up to the next stage. I'll make like 3-4 scouts and go up to the next stage.
Oui. Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Kay. Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Oui. Bastisseur. Bûcheron.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Prêt.
Bûcheron. Kay. Bastisseur.
I'll just develop my own economy instead
Prêt.
while hitting his walls and slowly walling up. I don't have to. Oh, okay. So he has added a lot of militia. I want to repair it, and to deal with it, I will. Can I repair it in time? That's the question I'm looking for. I'll add more scouts to deal with it if he doesn't have a spearman. That was unexpected. Because of his late uptime, I was not expecting him to do this.
Bastisseur.
Just gonna keep adding scouts to try to deal with it. So he has lots of mana terms, he has +1 armor.
Oui. Bastisseur.
I'll run away from this. I'll let him come inside.
Bastisseur.
I can't fight that, so I'll just run away.
Bastisseur.
Oui. Axe. Bastisseur. Café. Bastisseur. Kay. Bastisseur.
Bastisseur.
And then I'll try to clean it.
Prêt.
I'm slowly getting myself walled up as well.
Bastisseur. Oui. Bastisseur. Prêt. Oui. Artisan. Kay. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Yeah, looks like he will be through. I'll use the villagers
Kay.
and the scouts to clean it.
Café. Axe.
And I managed to basically clean the mana terms without that much fuss. It's just about, like, if he doesn't have spearmen, scouts can actually clean the mana terms as long as I see him making more, which was unexpected. Kind of why I think walling up is always going to be a thing you guys can rely on. If I wasn't walled there, I will actually take damage in my economy.
Kay.
I'll try to click outside, see if there's any holes, but it does not look like it. With these scouts, I'm just gonna try to attack whatever. Use the weak scouts to auto scout.
Café. Prêt. Oil. Bûcheron.
He's adding a stable, which is whatever.
Oui. Bûcheron.
Need a blacksmith. I'll make one.
Kay.
Can I hit other areas of the map?
Prêt.
Would be the question I'm asking. Need a little bit more farms because I ended up making extra units, but I should be able to click up.
Bûcheron.
14 is like the baseline you want to go for. Anything above that is also okay as long as you're constantly making army.
Kay. Oui.
He's just double walling himself everywhere, which is also an okay way to play the game. I'm just looking for areas I can attack. Get +1/+1 for my cavalry units.
Bassisto.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
Make few more farms so that I can start playing double stable knights in the next stage and try to break him open. Maybe kill the barracks, kill the house. Those would be the vulnerable areas that I can spot right now in his defense. Send these to auto scout.
Prêt.
Ferrax.
Make a second stable
Prêt. Bûcheron.
and prepare myself to go for... I can kill the spearman technically because I have the +1 armor myself. And this back to auto scout. This will help me just scout the whole map. If I have this many weak scouts, I do recommend healing them up. So let's go for that.
Mineo.
Get light cavalry, make knights, get the wood. Oh, I did not have the first wood upgrade. That's the mistake I actually ended up making. Just because I got flustered by his big mana template,
Okay.
which I was not expecting.
Bûcheron.
Hence, I do not have the wood to add town centers. This is a mistake, which
Oui.
can cost you games.
Bassisto.
Okay. Bastisseur.
Get the wood upgrade. This will delay my third town center because of it. Also, I added a monastery, so it's not ideal. I can kill the spearman with the light cow and run away with the weak spearman.
Bassisto.
Wait for the monk to heal them up. Just start attacking the stable with my knights against the archers. I'll just wanna attack the stable for a little bit and then run away.
Prêt.
Bassisto. Prêt. Bassisto.
Looks like he's gonna play crossbow. Against that, knights are enough. With the healthy light cavalry, I'll send them to auto scout. Where do I add a town center was the thing I'm looking for.
Oui. Bastisseur.
I'm floating a lot of wood. I need to spend that.
Bassisto. Prêt.
Bastisseur.
Bassisto.
Pick up relics. If your opponent is playing really campy, you kinda have to develop your own economy instead of pushing him.
Okay. Fait.
But that's fine, we'll just wanna get to 35 to 40 farmers and go up to the next stage. Run away.
Make 3 houses.
Okay.
Bassisto.
Bastisseur.
Bassisto.
Prêt.
Just keep adding knights.
Bassisto.
Keye, oye, sef, keva, live, vera, oye.
Yeah, I mean, he has given up map control for free, so I'm exploiting it by just constantly hitting walls and picking up relics and developing my own economy to go up to the next stage. Like, the game will not end in age 3 until I siege push or something, or he moves out and throws away most of his army. Like, I have enough knights to constantly keep him inside his base, always keep him pinned in his base. He can't move out right now to try to clean my economy.
Okay. Pastiso.
And I've basically scouted the entire map, so I'll just wait for the Imperial Age. Get the gold and the stone upgrade because I'm starting to mine a lot of minerals and then get hand cart as well. If it's a boom game, it just all comes down to producing villages the entire time. And I'm gonna still stay on 3 town centers with constant production so that I'm always keeping it in check.
Okay. Pastiso.
Looks like he has a monk, which is fine.
Oi.
I'll pick up this relic as well. Am I missing a relic? I can't see it. Just wait for the next stage. Until and unless he moves out of his base. Looks like he has ballistics as well for his unit. So they are going to be more accurate. I just want to rush this building, heal up my knights and go up to the next stage. And I'm gonna make trebs and cavalry. Where could I be missing the last relic? He probably had it or picked it up in his base somewhere. Scouted everything. Nope, that is the last relic. I was on the way with it.
Okay.
He's up faster, which is fine because we have a lot of military. I'll drop a castle here just to secure this area. Need a lot of villages on gold as well so that we can afford our upgrades. And remove some villages from stone.
Make 3 houses.
If you have developed this much economy, it's completely okay. Like, I just need trebs and upgrades for my cavalry now. Like, I'm not really going to be able to kill him because he's completely walled himself in. Onager cut into his economy would also be the other option, but I'm not really interested in doing any of that stuff.
Cavalier. Prêt. Certes.
Pastiso.
I'll just make trebs, see what he's up to. Maybe he's going for Feitoria because he's Portuguese, but I have so much economy with the relics, it's not really an issue. If he has halberdiers, I can brute force it because I do not think he has the economy to counter paladin. I'll get conscription and research paladin instead because I don't think that extra trebs matter as much at the moment. I'll add the trebs after. clicks the paladin upgrade. The conscription will also come in time.
Hey. Pastiso.
Add more castles perhaps, because he just does not want to resign just yet, so I'm gonna wait for him to open up.
Pastiso.
It looks like he's letting me in, slowly but surely. Nothing is happening. I'm not trying to actively kill him. I'm just trying to max out to 200 population.
Pastiso. Pastiso.
Market just to balance my economy a little bit.
Pastiso. Pastiso.
Make 3 houses.
I can click inside. He does not have any units that can deal with me.
Make 3 houses. Make 3 houses.
Oh, that's GG. Almost 1200. That's when I had to work a little bit because the opponent decided to just kind of turtle up. Whenever you see someone turtling like that, you just develop your economy. Just still thinking about. What else I can explain? This is going to be just repetition until I'm 1500 most of the time.
Pastiso.
Like the build order doesn't really change in Dark Age, and the Feudal Age plan for getting to 1500 doesn't really change.
Hey, oil.
Like you can get to do this all the way to 1500, no problem. Like from the experience I've had coaching some players, this is usually the level where you'll start struggling. I think the big thing that everyone gets into the habit of is trying too many different things. It's like you move on to the next thing before you've actually gotten a good grasp of the first thing you're learning with. So getting good at doing the scout rush does involve a lot of small steps to get good at. Which is why sticking to one strategy, one civilization makes the repetition much easier to follow and copy. You can pick any civ and play exactly the same build order. It might be a little bit different because the civ bonuses start making some difference, but when you're the beginner at the game, like I don't think any civilization bonus will end up making or breaking the game. Franks is just the easiest because they have a lot of economy and their cavalry is very good to go for a scout rush with. But if it's a civilization you really wanna learn, look at what they are good at. Hopefully scouts, scout cavalry civilization especially, and learn to macro while attacking and raiding a little bit. This is just light pressure into macro approach.
Keye.
Kei, Maro,
Oe. Oil. Keye.
Okay, we have found all our resources. Time to scout our opponent. That has not changed and will not change.
Oil. Hey.
Not gonna use my town center to shoot the boar. Trying to remind myself to not do that.
Kefe,
Chasseo.
And then 2 houses. Then make a mill.
Chasseo. Kefe. Bastiso. Bastiso. Bastiso.
I'll use the mill as the part of the wall as well. It makes me wall up this side of the map very easily, completely.
Keye. Oe. Dushon.
Kefe, Chasseo,
Kefe. Bastiso.
Kei,
Chasseo. Hey.
Pré, Chasseo, Chasseo,
Keye. Oe. Keye. Chasseo. Oe. Kefe. Bastiso. Chasseo.
Yes, lots of chickens, so this time I'll send 4 villages on chicken.
Oe.
Or, well, this is not chicken, this is rabbit. But you know what I mean.
Chasseo,
Keye. Chasseo. Chasseo. Kefe. Sef. Hey.
Oe, Chasseo,
Chasseo. Keye. Kefe.
I'll just send the villager back
Oil. Kefe.
into my town center.
Okay.
And
Chasseo.
now we have, okay, the villager decided to act out. It did not kill the one I
Pré,
expected it to. Messed up over there. But you usually want to have 2 villagers per rabbit. That's the distribution you are looking for.
Oe,
Chasseo.
Scout, scout, scout. Make circles around their base.
Kefe,
11 on the wild boar into last 2 villages on wood, so that you have 5 on the first lumber camp.
Oe,
Maro.
Looks like he's also taking the rabbits, which is fine.
Kefe.
Once your first rabbit is surrounded, you wanna send these villages to
Maro. Dushon.
another lumber camp.
Kei, Maro, Pré,
Now we can click up to the next stage.
Oe, Maro,
Kefe. Bastiso. Keye. Maro.
Kefe,
Hey. Maro. Keye. Chasseo. Oe. Bastiso. Dushon.
Kei, Pré, Bûcheron, Oe,
Chasseo. Hey. Chasseo.
Now we wanna also position our villagers to go for the barracks and the stable.
Bastiso.
Almost the same thing, kinda. I can get myself walled up like this,
Oe.
or I can wall myself like this. Whichever you guys prefer. I usually go for the shorter walls if possible. If not, then go for the big walls. Both are correct.
Kefe. Chasseo.
I'll scout to see what he's up to.
Kei, Maro,
Position a second villager to make the stable with 2 wills.
Dushon. Kefe. Keye. Hey. Live. Bastiso. Bastiso. Oe. Chasseo. Bastiso. Bastiso. Bastiso.
Pré, Oe,
Wall up.
Bûcheron,
Make a mill on the berry before I make farms.
Chasseo,
Kefe. Maro.
Put 4 villages on the farms. He's going for
Keye.
gold,
Bastiso.
which means he might want to play archers.
Oe. Bastiso.
I'll try to get myself walled up. There's a spearman over here.
Kefe.
Kefe, Bastiso,
Keye. Bastiso.
Kei,
Hey.
Maro,
Oe. Hey. Chasseo. bûcheron. Cueillez.
Start making
Ok.
farms.
Pastisseur.
Fait. Bastisseur. Cueillez.
The whole thing is just to get myself walled up before any pressure shows up at my base. I'll try to kill this villager. Always target one villager at a time. I will not split damage until that villager is dead. And now I'll run away. Because if I try to target both the villagers at the same time, I will not get that kill that I ended up actually
Okay.
getting.
Certes.
I'll try to collect the outside.
Ohé.
Make a
Pastisseur.
gate over there.
Fait.
I'm fully
Pré,
walled.
bûcheron.
Now we just do light harassment and try to go up to the next stage.
Ok. Bûcheron.
Try to click in. See if he's open somewhere. Looks like he's still open on this side of the map. Maybe attack the berries if there's any place to hit over there. Doesn't look like it. Wait for 3 scouts
Ohé. Pastisseur.
before I go for the big cluster
Pastisseur.
of villagers to harass with.
Pré, Pérax. Ok. Pastisseur. Ohé. Ok. Ohé. Pastisseur.
He has 3 spearmen. I can't really do any damage against that. 14 farms is what we're looking for.
Bastisseur.
And now we go to gold.
Bûcheron.
I can kill these villagers. The spearman is out of position. And then run away before the spearman can catch up. Just look around. Whenever I see a space where the spearman is not protecting the villager, I'll run away
Que fait.
and try to harass a different angle. If I can get myself walled up, usually that's the cue of not adding any additional scouts. I can kill this villager. And kill another villager and run away. He's still open in the back. We just want to add villagers to gold and then we can click up. Like, it feels like the game is pretty much over because he has walled pretty big and not really is able to protect the villages, because spearmen are terrible at defending against the scouts. If you like, he has to make so many spearmen. He has almost invested the same amount of food I've invested into my scouts into making spearmen, and I'm never even going to attempt to fight it. That's the whole advantage of playing scouts. You can dictate the fights. I can get another villager here perhaps before the spearmen show up. They run away. I lose one scout, but it is completely fine. I might even lose another scout, but it did not look like it. He has lots of archers. He's hitting my house, which is fine. I'll get the +1 armor and +1 attack for my scouts. Get another villager kill there. And run away.
Ohé.
Add another stable.
Fait. Bastisseur.
One more farm. And then run outside my base because there's nothing to hit. He's still attacking that house, funnily enough. Now he's attacking the palisade. I did not really repair or panic against this because until the HP is reduced enough, I don't really have to worry about it. But now there's more units. A trick you can do to just make sure you don't get hit is just make a market behind your walls. That's always something that's very annoying to deal with for players trying to get inside your base. If he's attacking a flat area like this, that's what you can do. Otherwise, making houses is definitely the next best step. I'll put these scouts on auto scout because they are basically useless now. I've gotten the damage I needed. I also had the wood upgrade this time around, so I'm not really gonna be in that much problem.
Pré.
I'm gonna make
Pastisseur.
a couple of house walls like
Pastisseur.
this
Vilain.
just to protect myself.
Que fait.
I finished the market, but it's completely fine as well. I can trade my resources
Fait.
Minéor.
to just have better balance. Wait for, this is like 10 archers, so I'll just wait for something like 5 to 6 knights. Looks like he's running away, so
Prêt.
our plan for just adding word upgrade and making knights is completely fine as well. He has a lot of spearmen though. I have to be careful about that. Like he can turn them into pikemen once he's up to the next stage. Maybe I want to take a fight before he can do that.
Kate. Pastisseur. Café. Prêt. Bûcheron.
Start adding villages to word. He just retreated inside his base.
Ohé. Pastisseur.
Try to kill the gate. Maybe I can get inside, perhaps.
Pastisseur. Pastisseur.
Nope. Can't fight that army. If he moves out, I can kill it, but not really gonna be able to kill it if he's just hitting me from inside his base.
Kate. Pastisseur. Café. Pastisseur.
Run away. Hit another area.
Ohé.
Now we're just trying to develop our economy to go up to the next stage. The actual play over here to finish the game quickly is add a siege workshop to pressure his archery ranges. But this is the other step. I can go for +2 armor and run around his base. Kill villagers, avoid the army.
Ohé. Pastisseur.
Meanwhile, my new reinforcements can kill his stable. Also, I have +2 armor, so I can actually clean this army. But I don't want to take an unfavorable fight, so I'll just go to the hill and then attack move into his army.
Kate.
I'm not even gonna look at that fight because knights are very tanky with +2 armor. His archers are doing 1 damage to my units. Managed to kill his archery range, and I'm in from the other side. My knights are constantly attacking him. If your opponent is up this late, like you can just completely kill him with knights. And that's GG. 1200, 1230. Some more advanced tricks, but not that much stuff. That's 5 games. 1200-ish elo. Not really changing the build at all. Same guy.
Pastisseur.
Just gonna do basically the same. Hopefully
Kate.
doesn't get annoyed by me because I am kind of smurfing. So like playing the same players again and again when there's this much of a elo difference is definitely not a good feeling to have from the opponent side. So I do feel bad when it is also a thing in the game, which is quite problematic because I know I've read the forums where people are annoyed by smurfs, which are quite common at 1000 elo or maybe slightly even higher than that. But I'm just trying to make sure I can get past these guys as fast as possible while demonstrating like most of the basics that I can teach.
Maho, 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 maho.
Ok.
Maho,
C'est
maho.
fait.
Found both of my sheeps. Both pair of my sheeps and all my birds, so I'm gonna go scout them.
Maho, maho.
Ohé. Ok. Maro. Ohé. C'est fait.
That's 7, so I'll send 4 villagers to gather them.
C'est fait. Prêt. Pirax. C'est fait. Ok. Oil.
Prêt. Maho.
Prêt. Verte.
Keye.
Ohé.
Chasseo.
Prêt. C'est fait. Ok. Chasseo. Ohé. Chasseo.
Prêt. Bastisso.
Let's look for his base. Maybe he was over there. I
Chasseo.
might have messed up a little. Maybe. It's starting to look like it is his base over there. Or not.
Fait.
Turns out he was on that side.
C'est
Chasseo.
fait. Ok.
Nope, he's over there. I'm just
Ohé.
very uncertain because of the current Arabia generation. Sometimes it's on the other side of the map, sometimes it's on the same side. But my instincts were correct about where he actually ended up spawning.
Ohé. Prêt. C'est fait.
Keye. Prêt. Chasseo.
Ok. Verte. Ohé. Ok.
Chasseo.
Prêt. Verte.
Just make circles around his base again.
Chasseo.
C'est fait.
I'm in the habit. I'm sorry, guys. I just kinda am absent-mindedly always just doing that.
Ok. C'est fait.
Chasseo.
There's his chickens.
Keye. Chasseo.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
Fait. Bûcheron.
Ok. Fait.
That's his elephant. Go for 11 on the boar slash elephant into 2 last villages on wood. As soon as your
Prêt.
Maho.
elephant is done, shift click on a sheep.
Que fait? Chasseo. Chasseo.
2 villages on each chicken most of the time.
Prêt.
And shift clicking around his base.
Ohé. Ok.
Maho.
Prêt. Ohé.
This is a nice spot for the lumber camp. I'll go for
Que
it.
fait? Maho.
And we're up to the next stage.
Bastisso. Keye. Bûcheron. Prêt.
Put these villages on work and let these guys finish the lumber camp. It's more efficient that way because power building the lumber camp does delay you from gathering a little bit of resources. Okay, I'll poke him a little bit and go over there without
Ok.
avoiding the villagers.
Que fait? Chasseo. Chasseo.
Keep making circles. I'll wall this, and I'm up to the next stage. Wall this, that.
Prêt. Bûcheron. Bastisso. Que fait? Bastisso. Bastisso. Ohé. Bastisso. Prêt.
Maro.
That villager kills 2 sheeps for no reason. I love it.
Keye. Bûcheron. Bastisso.
Pre-wall a little bit. Just gonna make my presence known in his base to make sure I'm always scouting him to see what he's up to.
Prêt. Maho. Keye. Oil. Bastisso.
Get the word upgrade. Make the mill.
Maro. Ohé. Ok. Bastisso.
Ohé.
Wall up.
Bastisso.
Looks like he's still playing archers, which is fine. If he runs into the town center, I'll gladly accept the HP.
Oe. Kei. Pastiso.
Café. Livé. Fei. Mahu. Oe. Pastiso. Fei. Pastiso. Pastiso. Fei. Pastiso.
Prêt. Pastiso. Pastiso.
Oe.
Café. Livré. Bûcheron. Kei. Café. Bûcheron.
Café. Bûcheron. Oe. Mahu. Café. Bûcheron. Fei. Bûcheron. Oe. Bûcheron.
And if he does pressure my gold, I'll just make a tower to protect it because I don't have access to a back gold, so that's also something I can rely on in this game.
Kei.
Send my scouts out immediately to attack him.
Pastiso.
Try to pick up a villager here or there.
Café. Pastiso. Bûcheron. Fei. Livé. Café. Bûcheron.
Café. Pastiso.
Café. Pastiso.
I'll try to kill a villager. Probably can't get it, but I'll try to kill the villager on the other side of the wood line, perhaps. Run away with this as soon as I kill the villager.
Pastiso. Oe. Pastiso.
Run away with my scout again. And this time, because I know he might pressure my gold mine,
Pastiso. Pastiso.
I'll add a tower before going for the gold.
Café. Pastiso. Pastiso. Bûcheron. Oe. Pastiso.
Run away when there's a spear.
Café. Pastiso.
Keep adding villages and farms.
Prêt. Pastiso.
Fei. Bûcheron.
Try to kill that well. That's the only area which was vulnerable, so I'll protect it with a tower.
Kei. Pastiso. Vilain.
Café. Bûcheron.
Remove these villages from this side of the map.
Oe.
You can really get in, and now we just go up to the next stage.
Fei.
This should be walled.
Oe.
Café. Pastiso. Mahu. Café. Mineo. Fei. Café. Pastiso.
There's no hole.
Café.
Mineo.
I mean, if there's a hole, I'll have to adapt, but does not look like I have one.
Pastiso. Oe. Pastiso. Café. Pastiso. Pastiso.
I'll make house walls everywhere just to protect myself. House walls are your best friend when rewalling.
Café. Livé. Pastiso. Café. Oe. Café. Bûcheron. Fei. Pastiso. Oil.
And run away. Oh, oops. Could have almost gotten that villager as well. I'll commit for it. And then run away.
Café. Pastiso. Oe. Pastiso.
Add a second stable. Get the gold upgrade this time. that's basically the adaptation. How do I get stone? That's a good question. I think you will start booming once. If you're forced to make a tower, you can make a mining camp on the stone mine. And I can't really make that right now because he has archers over there. So to get rid of his archers so that I can get access to my stone, I'll get +2 armor for my cavalry and make knights to clean them.
Hey, Nina.
I'll invest into extra farms instead. He wants to get in. These are a lot of archers. So I definitely need the +2 armor.
Okay,
I'll make some more walls just to not let him inside very easily. If he wants to dive, he'll run into my TC fire.
Hey,
He doesn't know about me massing knights at the moment, so yeah, okay. He's running away, so I want to catch him before he can get his upgrades. I'll also close this gap and clean his knights. Clean him with the knights. Send villages to stone. Yeah, I mean, he just resigns, but that's basically the whole point of the build. You just, if your opponent is stuck in H2, you just use your walls to buy time and go up to the next stage. 1274. I might need 6 more games to get to 1500. Although I am getting a lot of boost in my elo because it's a new account. For 1v1s, the point still stands. I'll just wait for the next game. France versus Vietnam. Let's see what he's up to. Like, I'm gonna start booming from that position once I have my stone. I'll add the 3 town centers mining stone. And then follow the same game plan. Just macro my way up to 1500. Or to a victory. Whichever way you can call it. Like, no game is like the only game that went to Imperial is against someone who's just playing super campy. Just gonna try to find my birds and the sheep and then go scout them. Vietnamese, you have to be a little bit more careful because they can see a starting town center, which means they can kind of send their starting scout immediately to take your resources. But even if we play with less resources, it's not the biggest deal because you're going up so slowly, you can just overload villages on your berries to compensate for any resource losses that you're going to get. I think my opponent is also playing on a very old PC or something, so I'm experiencing a little bit of lag. Whenever there's an FPS drop, I might be able to see it happen with the setting enabled. 6 on sheep, into 3 on word.
Barreau. Prêt.
I'll just go for this wood line.
Ohé, bûcheron.
Found all my sheeps.
Prêt.
Found both of my boars. Time to go start my opponent. He has a yellow bell over there. And these are neutral deers. We don't really go for them. This is 6 chickens, so we go for 3 villages on the chicken this time. That's the only big thing you have to worry about when following along
Okay, Maro.
with the build order.
Cueillir. Ohé. Que fait? Prêt. Oil. Que fait? Barreau. Sec.
Oh my god.
Cueillir.
Villagers really like to kill the sheeps which are further away from them.
Barreau. Prêt. Sec. Ohé. Barreau.
Prêt.
Barreau.
So I'll make a little bit of adaptation when for stuff like this you actually wanna finish your carcass and overload your
Bastisso.
stuff a little bit. I'll make my buildings like this.
Que fait?
Wall up like that. Wall this and this and this. That's the walling structure I'm trying to go with.
Okay, prêt. Que fait?
Barreau. Chasseo.
Give him the sheep back.
Cueillir. Prêt. Bastisso. Bastisso.
And then make the villagers go on chicken.
Cueillir.
Château.
Prêt.
Maro. Château.
I'll also tell an adaptation for if you start eating your chickens later, you actually want to send 4 villages rather than
Cueillir. Chasseo.
3 because you want to be done with those chickens as fast as possible since these villages are out over there exposed.
Prêt. Que fait? Virac. Prêt. Oil. Que fait? Virac. Cueillir.
Château.
Prêt. Liver. Cueillir. Chasseo. Chasseo. Ohé. Cueillir. Que fait?
Château.
Looks like there's a big wood line in the middle of the map. Just gonna go up at 21 population.
Prêt. Chasseo. Chasseo.
Ohé. Château.
Mostly comes down to me always being able to find my opponent.
Okay. Ohé.
Que fait? Prêt. Oil. Ohé. Cueillir. Chasseo. Chasseo.
Prêt.
Just keeping it simple.
Que fait? Okay. Maro. Que fait?
Barreau.
Ohé. Bûcheron. Prêt. Maro.
Cueillir. Barreau.
Que fait? Maro.
5 on each wood line.
Prêt.
I think I'll make a lumber camp on this side of the wood line instead of making it over here because there are gaps in those wood lines.
Pastissor. Okay. Que fait? Bûcheron.
Cueillir. Chasseo. Ohé. Chasseo. Prêt. Oil. Chasseo. Chasseo. Bûcheron.
This might be one of the games where I'll actually start walling up before I attack my opponent because I want to just secure my base first.
Cueillir. Chasseo. Bastisso. 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 Serre. Ohé. Bastisso. Bastisso. Prêt. Que fait? Bastisso.
Based on what I scouted, I didn't really see any big threats. So I'll just go for the walls instead.
Que fait? Chasseo.
Ohé. Bûcheron.
Cueillir.
Make the wood upgrade, Kio villager.
Bûcheron.
Things I should have done immediately.
Bûcheron.
I'll go scout him to see what he's up to.
Café. Prêt. Pastisseur.
Yeah, he's still not up.
Café.
Looks like I can maybe get myself walled up. Okay, I'll basically wall up this time.
Prêt. Pastisseur. Pastisseur. Pastisseur.
So now
Pastisseur.
I wanna get myself walled up like this. Probably this wall. And send my new scouts to attack. Just a little bit more defensive opening this time around so that I can kind of showcase like you don't really have to always send your scouts immediately out to attack. You just get yourself fully walled up and then go attack because it's like the more safe way of playing.
Prêt. Bûcheron. Café. Bûcheron. Bûcheron.
Yeah, he has a spearman there, so I'll avoid that. But he's playing open, so I can add more scouts. He's playing archers as well. I'll try to get some walls prepared.
Oui.
I'm gonna start assuming that you guys know how to kill spearmen of the scout. You just isolate the spearman and kill it. So those would be the opportunities we are looking for at this elo. 1000 elo, all you have to care about is just making sure your TC doesn't go idle while you're making scouts to raid. But for this elo, like just attacking the spearman with the scout is enough. So you can actually kill the spearman with the scouts when that does end up happening. I just wanna get rid of him near my base. I'm forcing him to react to all of this stuff.
Oui. Pastisseur.
16 farms. We have the farms we need. But this is kinda annoying. I would want to deal with it. I can add more scouts or do something like this for defending myself. Just make houses behind. Also, this is not that many. Like for every spearman, I need a couple of extra scouts. For every spearman, I need 3 scouts. So 6 scouts I already have, but for the archers, I need a little bit more. I can get armor to get the cleanup, but I want to save those resources. I'll try to just fight the army.
Prêt. Bâtisseur. Ohé. Bâtisseur. Prêt. Bûcheron.
And go up to the next stage. That's it. Like, didn't really even need to get the armor.
Qu'est fait? Ohé. Bâtisseur. Qu'est fait?
Mineo.
Killed a couple of villages, got rid of his army with my starting scouts. And we're up to the next stage. He's making a lot of spearmen, but he's still open. So we'll look for opportunities to find more areas to attack, as always.
Bâtisseur.
Add a stable, second stable. Get +1/+1, get the gold upgrade if needed.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
Just keep trying to harass and kill his stuff. Whenever there's spearmen, I can't really hit it. So I'll just run around and look for another area to attack.
Okay. Bâtisseur. Mineo.
You can kind of pick off these villages which are working a little bit further away from the town center.
Prêt. Bâtisseur. Mineo.
Que fait? Bâtisseur. Bâtisseur.
A TC there. And a TC there, perhaps. Just run away whenever there is spearmen. And I'll make knights. So
Okay. Ohé.
should have already positioned my villages, but it's okay.
Bâtisseur.
Word upgrade. I might need to rush that town center with more than more than a couple of villages. I can get that kill. Or send the knights around. That's fine. 6 villages to make this TC just because he was moving in that direction with his archers.
Ohé. Bâtisseur. Prêt. Payé. Bâtisseur. Bâtisseur.
Qu'est fait? Bâtisseur. Okay. Bâtisseur.
Try to
Ohé.
spend all my... Oops. Run away with this knight if I can, but did not look like I could. Try to combine my army like this. This wood line in the middle is quite annoying.
Qu'est fait? Bûcheron. Prêt. Bâtisseur. Ohé. Bâtisseur. Okay. Ohé. Qu'est fait?
Lots of spear from him.
Prêt.
Payé. Bûcheron. Que fait? Ohé. Bûcheron.
Okay. Bûcheron. Ohé.
Que fait? Ohé. Payé. Bûcheron.
But against spearmen, I always just avoid fight wherever I can't favorably take it, and then take the fight wherever I can take it favorably.
Bâtisseur. Okay.
So he does not have upgrades on his spikes, looks like.
Qu'est
So
fait? Bâtisseur.
if he exposes himself against my knights, I can actually take this fight. But this is too many spears, even for the amount of knights I have. So I actually can't take a efficient fight. But I will just continue making knights into this, because knights cannot deal with the pikes cannot deal with the knights right now.
Ohé. Bâtisseur.
He has protected himself very nicely, but it's not gonna be enough, unfortunately for him.
Payé.
Bâtisseur. Bâtisseur. Okay. Bûcheron. Libet.
If there is an opportunity to kill your opponent, always try to go for that, but it's not necessary.
Prêt. Bâtisseur.
Just run away. And the spikes, the same logic I had with using scouts, I'm using it with knights as well.
Vilain. Vilain. Bâtisseur.
Whenever there is a favorable trade, take it. If there is not, run away. I don't really want to fight these spikes, but I can actually fight these spikes if I go on the hill. He does not have enough pikes anymore. And that's a game. I don't really care about the conversions or anything. I just want to kill that monk. And maybe I can kill it. Maybe I can't. And that's game. $1,300. 200 elo to go. How long is the recording? Almost 2 hours. That's fine though. We are getting there. Probably take me another hour to get to 1500. Hopefully. As long as the games are not long. But even if they are, you get more example games. Got infantry serve.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Maybe 1300 is a good point to start actually mixing other units, would be my guess. How to deal with the archers without just going up to the castle edge if your map is too open. But I think every example I showed against archers, you just wall up and then make a tower to protect your resources. That's the actual answer, but definitely the better way of playing is to just make counter units. So I will make skirmishers if I need to. That might be the other exception I'm going for now, because scouts into skirmisher is like the transition thing you can do. Oh, looks like he wants to lame me. I can just right click a scout and tell him to go away from my base. Six on food, 3 on word. I'll chase him a little bit further away from my base. Not sure if he's going to send a villager forward, which is something goths can definitely do. That is something I have to watch out for, but I'm gonna invite it even if he does want to go for something like that. Okay, I'll just run away. Look for my stuff now. I chased him further away from my base as much as I would like to, and now I can just pretty easily pick up the rest of my resources. The question is, should I make skirmishes just to have more variation? I think so, because at this elo, you guys should be starting to play with other units than scouts. Combination of units with starting with the scouts, of course.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Oui. Certes.
I'll make a house over there. Looks like I've basically scouted everything. I'm just looking for areas to wall up now.
Qu'est fait? Bastisseur.
This is a nice wall, or maybe I walled. Yeah, the walling to the edge is actually better over there.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Chasseur.
Prêt, chasseur.
Make 3 houses.
Got housed for a sec, but not the biggest deal. I'll go scout for my opponent now.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Bastisseur. Prêt. Barreau, chasseur. Ohé, chasseur.
Qu'est fait? Chasseur. Chasseur. Oui. Bastisseur.
Chasseur. Chasseur. Chasseur.
Chasseur. Qu'est fait? Oh, il fait Rax.
If he goes for mana terms, I'll play something like scout skirmishes to push him away.
Libé. Chasseur.
Brute forcing it with only scouts is, I guess, not as instructional because you don't really learn much. I can kind of do it, but because I can judge the fights much more accurately on whether my scouts will be able to get rid of him or not, but you guys might not be able to do that consistently. So going for skirmishes at this elo probably makes more sense if I need to. Archers I'll probably not touch because archers is just having to collect gold to make range units, because when you play archers you have to kind of commit into it going towards castle edge. With skirmishes you can make them and commit into it based on what you see from your opponent. If you see a hard commitment into range units, you can continue playing skirmishes even in castle edge. Otherwise you can just stick to knights while making a couple of skirmishes in the early game just to push your opponent away from the resources you're trying to gather or your walls that you're trying to make. There's the barracks, which is expected. It's fine though. Gods like to play mana toms, which is not really something you guys should be surprised about. It's scouting it and expecting it is always going to be something that comes with experience, because I know the matchup for gods in this one. Usually you want to open something like infantry because of your civilization is going to the gold as well. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely like I can see the barracks going up early and then I see the mining camp, which means it's going to be mana terms. The correct counter here is to actually make an archery range, but let's assume we're just gonna play scouts. But to deal with the mana terms, I'll also add skirmishers. So I see the militia and I'm gonna track them. I'm just gonna hang around near his barracks and wait for the militia to pop out so that I can expect where the militia are coming from. I'll also start walling up this side of the map, and the only area that is left is this side. If I can get myself walled up before this mana terms can get it inside my base, that would be ideal. If not, then we have to adapt a little bit more. 5 militia. Okay. That's a lot. I'll try to get myself walled up and always track his movement to see where he is. Get myself walled up really quickly. I can counterattack, but the better play is just to make the archery range and then wait for skirmishes. I'll also add like 6-7 villages on Haha, 6-7.
Okay.
But
Pirates.
Prêt.
on
Bûcheron.
food,
Prêt. Ohé.
so that
Bastisseur.
I can be safe against all of this stuff.
Okay. Bastisseur.
I'm not like the correct play is to counterattack with the scouts. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait for skirmishers
Prêt. Artisan.
and then use the skirmishers to defend.
Crier.
Ohé.
Prêt. Bastisseur.
Should have also gotten the word upgrade.
Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Okay.
Prêt. Certes. À la bataille.
C'est fait. Artisan.
Crier.
That is something that is non-negotiable because word upgrade is something you have to prioritize. Looks like he's not really attacking any place else. My skirmishers should be able to deal with him. I can pick off his range units.
Prêt.
Bastisseur. Ohé.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Crier. Ohé.
Bûcheron.
I'm just forcing him to make a lot of military himself while my walls are holding all the mana tombs. Mana tombs are very expensive to make with gods, even with their discount. It does cost quite a bit to
Ohé.
get the upgrade and maintain it. That looks like there's a hole. I can kill villages here.
Okay. Bastisseur.
Que fait? Oh yeah. Prêt.
Artisan.
I'll just repair.
Crier. Que fait? Là. Prêt. Bonjour à la bataille. Prêt.
Even as fletching. That's surprising.
Fait. Bastisseur.
For me at least.
Crier. Bastisseur.
With all of this, can he afford anything? Is he making villages is the big question I am asking myself.
Prêt. Certes. Libère.
Make 3 houses.
Fait. Oh yeah. Bastisseur.
I guess we'll figure it out once the game is over. Get fletching just to push these mana tombs away.
Ohé.
And I just want to have enough
Okay. Maraud. Bûcheron.
mana tombs to
Bûcheron.
skirmishers to defend against the mana tombs so that they can't break in for free. Just trying to make sure my TC is working the entire time.
Ohé. Pirates. Prêt. Okay. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Crier. Prêt. Oh yeah.
Prêt.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Well, looks like I won't be there in time. Maybe I will be. Try to kill that
Que fait? Libère. Assaut.
archer, then run away.
Crier. Da. Que fait? Prêt. Crier. Bonjour. Prêt. Bonjour. Que fait? Da. Prêt. À la bataille. Certes. Libère.
C'est fait.
Ohé.
Bastisseur.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Ohé.
Bûcheron.
Crier. Da. Oyel. Que fait? Crier. Bonjour. Certes. Prêt. Libère. Crier.
Okay. Bastisseur.
Que fait? Libère. Certes. Que fait? Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Ohé. Bastisseur. Okay. Bûcheron.
I mean, that's basically the end of the aggression he could have done with the mana tombs.
Que fait? L'hiver. Que fait? Bastisseur. Prêt. Oyel. Ohé. Bastisseur. Minéo. Crier. Assaut. Que fait? Certes.
That's basically the defense against the mana tombs if somebody goes for that aggressively on the mana tombs.
Bastisseur. 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 Crier. Oyel. Que fait?
Ohé. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Que fait?
I can move out and attack his wood line.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Prêt.
C'est fait.
That just required me to wall up really quickly before his mana tombs can get in and I can mass the units I need to get rid of him.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Just trying to balance my economy to go up to the next stage.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Crier. L'hiver. Prêt. Certes. Que fait? Prêt. Oyel. Crieur. L'hiver. Prêt. Certes.
Prêt.
Crieur. Oyel. Que fait? Certes. L'hiver. Certes. L'hiver. Da. Oyel. Certes. Que fait? Assault. Oyel. Crieur. Que fait? L'hiver.
Controlling two unit compositions together is not the easiest thing to do, but
Crieur.
it is something,
Oyel. À la bataille.
if you can get used to, will be very beneficial. I'm just trying to target all the spearmen,
L'hiver.
and then I'll target all the archers.
Que fait? Crieur. À la bataille. Que fait? Oyel. Prêt.
Now we can just play double stable knights again.
Oyel. Bonjour. Crieur. À la bataille. Que fait? Da. Prêt.
Get the upgrades for my skirmishers
Que fait? Certes. À la bataille. L'hiver.
and cavalry.
Oyel. Bonjour. L'hiver. Assault. Oyel.
Just gonna right click down the villagers which are
Crieur.
harassing.
Certes. L'hiver. Oyel. L'hiver. Da. Certes. À la bataille. Oyel. Bonjour. Certes. Oyel. L'hiver. Certes.
I don't really care about these skirmishers, so I'm just gonna try to go for the kill.
Certes. Assault. À la bataille. Oyel. L'hiver. Da. Certes. Assault. Oyel. Da. Certes. Bonjour.
C'est fait. Oui.
Now we add a TC, and can I actually make a TC there? Or are my villagers gonna get stuck? I can, without getting stuck. I lost too much. Like, didn't really get anything with the mana terms and lost too much. And his castle edge uptime was pretty decent, but unfortunately wasn't enough. Another infantry serve, Bulgarians.
Qu'est-ce qui sort? Okay. C'est fait. Maro.
Gonna start assuming at this stage of the game you guys can scout more or less with your shapes. So I'm gonna start improving my skill ceiling a little bit more. 1300 is where you probably start learning about scout skirmishers. Until that point, I'm guessing you will be most likely be fine with just playing scouts and recognizing with your scouting which matchups require you to go for skirmishers is always just gonna be very important.
Prêt. Que fait? Prêt.
6 on sheep, 3 on word. We found everything basically. That's all my resources. 6 rabbits, so I just need 3 on
Crieur. Assistant.
3 on them.
Maro. Oui. Maro.
Crieur. Assistant. Prêt. Bûcheron.
I like keeping it red and blue, but sometimes I change my color, so it's also random. Found his base.
Que fait? Bûcheron.
Maro.
Pick up my rhino.
Prêt. Que fait? Crieur. Oyel.
Prêt. Maro.
Ohé, que fait? Crieur. Certes. Prêt. Derax.
Okay.
Mahu. Livé. Mahu.
Not gonna
Chasseur.
blame him or anything.
Prêt. Assisto.
I start also walling a little bit smaller than the big box walls. So we are starting to
Chasseur.
play a little bit more efficient and smart now compared to
Mahu.
slightly earlier where walling correctly is starting to become important.
Prêt.
Walling is important, but walling correctly is even better because these two houses have already made him not have access to this area of the map.
Chasseur.
And since I'm actually against the infantry civilization, I'll send 4 villagers to the chickens or rabbits again because I want to be done with them as fast as possible.
Chasseur.
He's hitting me with this villager, which is fine.
Chasseur. Prêt. Chasseur.
Lost 3 HP on it. I'll remember it.
Prêt. Oil. Café. Chasseur. Livé. Chasseur. 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 Prêt. Chasseur.
Okay. Chasseur.
21 up. I think around 1400 is when I'll start going up a 20 population. The build order will change by 1 bob
Café. Chasseur.
instead of having that last villager. Like, nothing will change other than that. Oh, look at the walls. Look at the vague walls.
Prêt. Chasseur.
If we see a macro game, I'll accept that.
Prêt.
Might invest into very few scouts, if any scouts at all. When like I see there is no damage to be had, I will not make scouts, but if there is still some areas that I can actually get inside his base, I'll be accepting it. But it feels like that's not gonna be the case. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. If he allows me to. Based on my scouting, what I ended up going for.
Café. Mahu. Mahu. Prêt.
But him making his base layout this big with so many villages being used to wall up will definitely have an impact on his economy because he's dedicating so many Dark Age villages to walling himself up. No, I wasn't paying attention.
Café.
Switch to... I could have trapped that scout by making a wall like that, but I don't really want to do that right now.
Assisto.
Just wait for the up click. Look at the walls, they're so freaking big. Can I? He has a villager there.
Assisto.
I can get that well.
Assisto. Café. Prêt. Assisto.
Okay, I mean, I'll wall up myself and
Oil. Dirac.
be in an okay position.
Assisto. Livé. Sec.
See how big this wood line is.
Assisto. Prêt. Assisto. 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 Assisto.
I won't add more than 2-3 scouts. That's more than enough. Force him to re-wall.
Prêt. Mahu.
And then I'll try to go up to the next stage.
Assisto.
Okay. Face off.
Oe. Bastisso. 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 Che fai? Che è?
I think that Komodo dragon has poison. It'll actually hurt my villager more. I have to run away with that will.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
Prêt. Bastisso. 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 Oe. Che fai?
I mean, sometimes your opponents will make decisions like this, so you have to kind of adapt to it.
Oe. Bastisso.
Mark it from him.
Prêt. L'idée.
Che fait? Bastisso.
Fai.
Kei. Oe. Bastisso.
Che è? Bastisso. Prêt. Che è? Bastisso.
Because this is a little bit more higher elo, I will apply a little bit more greed based on what I scout.
Che fait?
Bastisso.
Bûcheron.
Oe. Bastisso.
I'll go scout the back of my base.
Bastisso. Prêt. Oil. Bastisso. Derax. Mineo.
Prêt. Bastisso. Bastisso.
Let's play a bit more pro style rather than relying on +2 knights. We are going for the macro approach, but we are gonna play with very few stable units.
Bastisso.
Oe. Bastisso.
We'll mostly just adapt to what our opponent is doing.
Bastisso. Prêt. Set.
I'll help the villager defend against the Komodo dragon.
Che fai?
Che fait? Prêt. Bastisso. Bastisso. Kei. Bastisso. 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 Mineo.
Che è? Bastisso. Oe. Bastisso. Bastisso.
Auto scout is fine. I forced him to wall enough. Auto scout this one as well. Put new villages on word. Maybe I can click up after this. Yep,
Oe.
I'm fully walled. I'll accept the game. If he wants to play a macro game, that's completely fine.
Prêt. Bastisso.
Oe. Mineo.
Oe. Bastisso. Certes. Bastisso. Mineo.
Don't need the gold upgrade because we are not really gonna mine gold that heavily.
Prêt.
4 villages on gold is
Che
enough.
fait? Bastisso. Libé.
Oe.
Rest of the villages can go into going for the wood and stuff so that I can set up my 3-town center economy as fast as I can. Also keep checking to see what he's doing. I'm also always just gonna pay attention to whatever he's preparing for. Look at the amount of walls he's making.
Bastisso. 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 Bûcheron.
Me walling up also costs quite a bit, but it's completely okay because I have map control for the time being. Does he want to boom from this position or does he want to invest into lots of military? That's the question I'm looking forward to an answer for. A scout is over there. I saw something red going in that direction,
Che è? Bastisso.
but it's fine.
Che fai?
We'll figure it out later.
Bastisso.
Put it on stone. Look at the amount of food I'm floating, so I just wanna be spending that food by investing it into. He's up to the next stage as well. He has +1 armor on his cavalry.
Che fait?
Oe.
And he's making Krepost. Against Krepost, I can just make a monastery. I'll also get town watch. I don't want to get crepos drop. I'll make monks.
Okay.
And I'll prepare some villages to go on stone so that I can make a defensive castle. He wants to play his unique unit, which is okay. It's like not the biggest deal because my monks should be able to counter him. I just have to make sure to see how much he's committing into.
Prêt, bûcheron.
Cavalier.
He has fletching. What? He has fletching and +1 armor for his cavalry. Another crepos. I'm confused.
Bûcheron. Qu'est fait?
The next question for me would be, am I playing against a cheater?
Okay. Pastisseur.
I don't know. That is some suspicious behavior, if I say it myself. +1, +1. His score is like surprisingly high. That's why I am questioning it. The authenticity of this game.
Prêt.
He has +2 attack. This is a funny game. His score keeps jumping and I'm a bit confused personally.
Pastisseur.
I'll try to make a castle there. See if we can punish it.
Qu'est fait?
Yeah, his score is suspiciously high. So I don't know what I'm playing against. I'll add a 4th TC there.
Oe.
Pastisseur.
Funny game, funny game. Maybe not. Just need the gold income.
Cavalier. Live. Oe. Oye. Keye. Verax. Prêt. Oe. Certes. Keye. Oye. Cavalier. Keye. Certes. Verax. Live. Verax. Oe. Cavalier. Oe. Verax.
Ohé, pastisseur.
I think the big play here would be just to go for hand cannon and halberdiers.
Prêt, pastisseur.
Dinner.
Ohé. Pastisson.
Prêt.
I can get in. Start to see what he's up to. Lots of conics. That's what's up. He was just massing conics the entire time.
Okay. Pastisson.
Pastisson.
Yeah, it's just 1 TC. That's the whole reason for the score. He was just mass producing conics the entire time.
Fait. Pastisson.
Que fait?
Pastisson. Ohé. Mineo.
Funny, I expected cheat because his score was suspiciously high
Pastisson.
and he wasn't really booming. So I always had to check to see what he is actually doing. I'll get the monk technology and halberdier and start making trebs.
Ohé.
That's funny. I haven't seen this.
Mineo.
Ohé.
Pastisson. Pastisson. Bûcheron. Fait.
Pastisson. Pastisson.
I'll just wait for him.
Que fait? Pastisson.
Ohé. Pastisson.
Ohé.
Keverje. Keje. Livet.
Fait.
Prêt. Livet. Keverje. Livet. Livet. Prêt. Keverje. Ohé.
Pastisson. Okay.
Bonjour. À la bataille. L'hiver.
Prêt. Cerf. Ohé.
Prêt.
I mean, that's basically I just got
Oh yeah.
by a surprise for sure on
Fait. Pastisson.
what he was actually planning to do.
Keverje.
Fait.
Cheesy noob lord Frank. Fair enough. Step. I don't think you will learn anything from this. I might have to actually alt tab this one. You guys can see my desktop. It's fine. I'm not really gonna showcase stuff for other maps. I had a PNG remover so that my game loads up faster when I restart. So don't mind the splash screen. It's kind of cursed. If I open any of these, it will put me on the other maps. But mostly Arabia climbing. 1409 games. I might just need 3 more games to get there. Let's see. But the big things I changed from going from 1000 to 1300 was adding skirmishers if I needed. Last game was kind of peculiar because I mostly just reacted. You just go for a boom and you always keep an eye out on what your opponent is doing and then make counter units. That's the other step you have to follow when you are playing Arabia. Like, you just see really defensive opening from your opponent, you will accept that the game is going to turn very passive, especially with your opening, and go for a macro game. I kind of just went for the macro, went for halberdier hand cannon, which counters most of the things your opponent can do.
C'est fait. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur. Ok. Maro.
Chicken map.
Maro.
Ok. Fait.
Maro.
Oé. Ok.
Gonna start using my sheeps a little bit more liberally now.
Prêt.
Prêt.
Oé. Maro. Prêt. Maro.
Ohé. Que fait? Bastisso.
Ok. Maro. Maro.
6-3. Looks like found basically all my resources. Time to go start my opponent.
Ok. Fait. Maro.
Qu'est-ce?
Oé.
6, 7. Chickens on both my boars.
Prêt.
Ok. Maro. Ok.
Maro.
Fait.
Qu'est-ce? Ohé. Que fait? Prêt. Certes.
Ok. Oé. Maro.
Ohé. Voyelle.
Fait. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Que fait?
Oh my god.
Voyelle.
Prêt.
Maro. Chasseo. Ohé. Bérac. Chasseo. Chasseo. Qu'est-ce? Prêt. Maro.
Oé. Bastisseur. Maro.
Instead of milling the
Ok. Chasseur.
chicken, you can also go for the berries, but I was kind of not paying attention to that. I forgot I had chickens for a sec there. That's fine. I'll still send the villager to make a mill on that to start gathering them.
Chasseo.
I've already found my opponent. He's gonna chase me, so I'll just run away.
Ohé. Chasseo.
Ok. Fait. Maro. Oé.
I'll take the 10 food I need. Use the hill advantage to push him away.
Chasseo. Chasseo. Chasseo.
Prêt. Chasseur.
Prêt. Chasseo. Qu'est-ce?
Try not to actually kill him. and Dark Age because I also don't want to trade too much hit points of my scout since I'm Franks.
Barreau. Barreau. Derax. Chasseo. Prêt. Chasseo.
Chasseo. Chasseo. Okay. Maro.
Map is kind of wallable for him. So maybe this turns into a macro game as well. Can wall up as well.
Que fait?
Chasseo. Chasseo. Prêt.
Barreau.
Oui. Chasseo.
Prêt. Chasseo. Barreau. Barreau. Bûcheron. Que fait? Bûcheron. Barreau.
Nice, scout is dead. Unfortunate for him.
Okay.
He added a barracks quite early. Maybe he wants to play Maritimes. It's difficult for Chinese, but
Maro.
definitely possible.
Oui. Pastisor. Pastisor. Pastisor.
Let's check his gold. He is on gold. So he is playing Maritimes.
Barreau.
Maritime without the scout is kinda pointless because you're not really gonna be able to block villagers. If he wants to play archers, that's also another thing. Looks like archers then. Not sure what he's doing.
Prêt. Okay. Pastisor.
There's the archery range.
Que fait? Bastisso. Prêt. Sec. Bastisso. Prêt. Bûcheron.
Prêt.
Bastisso.
Que fait?
Bûcheron.
I'm gonna start macroing a little bit properly.
Que fait? Prêt.
Oui. Pastisor. Pastisor. Pastisor.
I don't like that
Pastisor.
house I made over there.
Pastisor.
Bastisso.
Okay. Pastisor. Pastisor. Pastisor.
Prêt. Derac. Barreau. Que fait? Bastisso. Bastisso. Que fait? Bastisso.
Que fait? Pastisor.
I can go for this wall honestly. A circle wall just to protect myself.
Oui. Pastisor. Okay. Bûcheron.
Bastisso.
Oui. Pastisor. Pastisor. Maro. Prêt.
Okay, I'll see some stuff, so I'll make skirms. That's enough scouts. I'll start investing into skirmishers now. Oh my god. That's stuck.
Prêt. Pastisor. 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 Okay. Oui.
Still look to do some damage wherever I can find one place to do damage. Oh my god. The pathing is weird. Not gonna lie.
Bastisso.
Some of my units are moving very weird. Start preparing skirmishers because the archers are coming my way. And start setting my economy up to go for the next stage by sending villagers to gold.
Okay. Oe.
Double archery range, so skirmisher is definitely the way to go. So these skirmishers over there.
Cueilleur, l'hiver. Que fait? Cueilleur. Que fait? Prêt. Oh yeah. Cueilleur, l'hiver. Prêt.
Probably just need a blacksmith now. And I'm
Okay, fait. Bûcheron.
ready to click up to the next stage.
Prêt. Bastisso.
Prêt. Azon, à la bataille. Da. Certes. Oh yeah. Certes. Que fait? Bonjour, l'hiver. Cueilleur. Oh yeah. Prêt. Certes. Que fait? À la bataille, l'hiver. Cueilleur. Que fait? Azon, certes. Oh yeah.
Looks like
L'hiver. Da.
I don't need to care about making that many skirmishes. I didn't even need to get fletching.
Que fait? Prêt. Cueilleur. Certes.
But just for
Okay.
demonstrations purposes, I'll continue making skirmishes and get upgrades because my opponent is continuing to make archer type units. So to finish the game,
Oe. Bastisso.
I'll just add a stable and balance my economy to make knights and skirms. I just need 8 on gold for that.
Okay.
Que fait? L'hiver. Certes. Oh yeah.
Make like
Cueilleur. Certes.
8 to 10 skirms. Let's go for 9. Fuck it, right in the middle.
L'hiver.
Also, I don't need the armor for my skirmishes since I'm gonna be using knights as my front line unit.
Oh yeah.
Also can move out with the skirmishes.
Cueilleur.
Probably hit the gold mine or the wood line. Use the knights to attack while my skirmishes can kill the archers or the spearmen in the back.
Oe.
Bûcheron. Que fait? Bûcheron.
Cueilleur. Certes. Prêt.
Not let him take the berries for a little bit.
Bonjour. Que fait? Prêt à la bataille.
Get the wood upgrade, make skirmishes. Yeah, I mean, he just resigns. But he kinda realizes like he's pretty far behind. His archers did not really do anything. 1300. We are at 1400 now. This is like the end of when it will stop working. Only 2 more games until I'm 1500, I think. That was a pretty fast one. 10 games for 1400. Should take me 12-13 games for 1500.
Prêt. Bastisso.
Turks, cavalry, and gunpowder reserve. If we see something funny from our opponent, we'll make skirms. Otherwise, we'll just rely on playing scouts into knights and starting to boom up if our opponent is playing very defensive. That's always going to be our game plan.
Ohé.
Mahou. Mahou.
Starting to use my sheeps to scout up a lot more of the map. 4 deers, so we definitely have to mill them. And the big question I also get is, can I play without walls? And the answer is kinda yes. But the adaptations and the transitions have to be much more on point. So if you are comfortable without losing track of where your opponent's stuff is, I can see you guys having success doing it. It's just something I don't recommend because it's very tricky to balance. Walling just lets you have the safety of not being able to divide your attention in 3 or 4 different spots, which can backfire if you're not really good at multitasking. But for the sake of this game, maybe I can play this without walling as much, just to have a wide array of examples to showcase how the game might even look like when that happens. So I'll try to play this without walling as much. I'll still use houses. That's not gonna change. But perhaps not any traditional walls for the full base. Since it looks like my opponents are struggling to get themselves walled up in time, I'm gonna start following in that tradition and not wall up myself. Four deers, 4 villagers. The usual.
Okay.
We have already found our opponent. Time to scout him. Okay, I'll attack the gate. If he wants to invest into making a gate like this, I'll force him to repair it or complete it. If you want to be cheeky with gates, you have to invest more resources. This is just extra wood that he's wasting. It's fine if he finishes the gate. If I get trapped, I'll accept it. I'll eat the trap.
Oui.
I still want you to finish the gate, my friend. Finish the gate. Spend the wood.
Maro.
Make 3 houses.
I was saying I could go up on 20 pop, but since it's 21, I'll stay 21. Oh my god. Come on, dude. He has to delete. Am I trapped? I'm not trapped.
Prêt. Maro.
I can leave.
Bastisseur.
I finished the gate. That's fine. That's all I wanted. Let's leave now after being annoying. Wants to go to gold. I made him waste 30 wood for nothing because he wanted to be fancy. Maybe he's playing mana towns.
Okay. Bûcheron. Oui. Maro. Okay.
I'll always check his barracks.
Bastisseur.
Whenever I see someone going on gold and having a barracks this quickly, I always want to see if they are playing mana towns or not. There's the mining camp. So I'm just gonna check for a flag on his barracks to see if he is playing militia or not. He is playing militia. So what I can do is, instead of going for the big walls, I can make these small walls preemptively. Rather than using my villagers to fight, I'm gonna use my scouts to fight.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Ohé.
Bûcheron.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Kéfé. Terrasse. Bûcheron. Kay. Libet. Ohé. Oil. Bûcheron. Bastisseur. Kéfé. Bastisseur.
Make scouts, make skirms after that, depending on the situation, of course. There's the 3 militia.
Café.
Kay. Bûcheron.
Ohé.
Bastisseur.
Cueillet. Prêt. Bûcheron.
Kéfé. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Café.
Ohé.
Cueillet. Bastisseur.
Kéfé. Bastisseur. Kay. Prêt. Maro.
If he wants to do that, that's fine. I'll just stay on the other side of the mill and
Prêt.
Prêt.
I should be fine.
Houses.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Maro. Bastisseur. 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 Kay. Kéfé. Ohé.
Café. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Kéfé.
Bûcheron.
Kay. Bastisseur. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur. Ohé. Bastisseur.
Just isolating the mana towns away from this and then
Maro.
continuing to take resources.
Kéfé. Bastisseur.
Prêt. Bastisseur. Café.
I can try to pick off the spearmen, which should be coming
Cueillet.
in a
Bastisseur.
sec. Or kill that villager. Then run away.
Prêt.
Prêt. Maro. Kéfé. Kay. Maro. Ohé. Bûcheron. Kéfé.
Let's try to clean this.
Ohé. Cueillet.
Terrasse. Ohé. Kay. Prêt. Vilain. Kay. Bastisseur. Kéfé.
Make the archery range.
Bastisseur.
Café. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
It's all about just
Bastisseur.
always having an eye out on where your opponent's stuff is.
Make 3 houses.
Vilain.
And I can kill the spear because it's isolated. Frank's scouts are really tough, so I can kill 2 spears like that, no issues.
Bastisseur.
Now we are starting to use our bonuses a little bit more. And once I start using my bonuses, it will start looking a lot more
Bastisseur.
in my favor.
Cueillet. Bastisseur.
Looks like he's just gonna make spearmen. I don't really see any resistance. So we will try to go up to the next stage.
Prêt. Vilain.
Go for our plan for macroing.
Prêt. Bastisseur.
Controlling the map with just making a lot of army. Yeah, looks like he just wants to go up to the next stage after opening mana terms. I don't really see any archer follow up from him. Maybe he wants to play scouts. I'll always just keep an eye out on his base to see what he's up to with my existing scouts.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Not having to wall up definitely lets me bank a lot of wood.
Ohé. Bastisseur. Maro.
Make some more skirms.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Oops, almost. Making a market to balance his resources to click up.
Bahu. Mineo.
Mineo.
And we're up to the next stage.
L'hiver.
Maybe I can do a little bit of light harassment with these skirmishers because I already invested into them. Probably won't be getting any upgrades for them though. Are you still playing open? Just add one more scout. Be annoying.
Prêt. Oh yeah. Cueilleur. Cerf. Prêt. Da. Assaut.
Use the scums to kill the spears.
Que fait? Da. Cueilleur. À la bataille. Oh yeah. Assaut. À la bataille. Prêt. Cueilleur. Que fait? L'hiver. Da.
Sorry.
Prêt. Que fait? Cueilleur. Que fait? Cueilleur. Mon joie. Prêt. Que fait?
Ah, it's open. Never mind.
Prêt. Cueilleur. Da. Que fait? Prêt. Mon joie.
Prêt.
My plan for just booming now from this position is also completely okay.
Cueilleur. Cerf. Prêt. Que fait? Oh yeah. Cueilleur. L'hiver. Prêt. Assaut. Que fait? À la bataille. Cueilleur. À la bataille. Que fait? Oh yeah. Cerf. Prêt. Assaut. Cueilleur. Oh yeah. L'hiver. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Prêt. Bonjour.
Bastisseur.
I'll make a TC there, I'll make a TC there, and I'm kinda protected.
Prêt. Cueilleur. L'hiver.
Add a monastery.
Okay. Bastisseur.
Crier. Assistant. Que fait? Assaut. Cueilleur. Que fait? Oh yeah. Prêt. Que fait? Cueilleur. L'hiver. Prêt. Cerf. Cueilleur. Que fait?
Send these skirmishers back because they're useless. Pick up relics while booming.
Okay. Bastisseur. Mineo.
Rather than trying to finish the game, I'm always just going for the macro approach. Looks like he's trying to do something similar. I'll make spearmen.
Cueilleur.
Oe. Keie. Live. Certes. Kevai. Oye. Vera.
Que fait? Oh yeah.
Against his camels.
Que fait? Assistant. Prêt. Cerf.
Prêt. Bastisseur.
Just trying to make sure I'm always producing villages is going to be the big
Bonjour.
way I always just win in these situations.
Prêt. Assistant. Que fait?
Kevai. Vera.
C'est fait. Bastisseur.
Make 3 houses.
Bastisseur. Vilain.
Cueilleur. Au Yel. Prêt. Que fait?
I'll kill these guys to run away.
Cueillez. Livet. Serré. Oé. Livet. Oye.
Just maintaining the map and macroing behind it usually is the safest way of playing. Like I could have killed him in the early castle age. Probably it is the correct play, but this is the safe play. Now I just want a castle, make knights, make spears. Make sure I don't get overwhelmed by the camel numbers. And then go up to the next stage.
Prêt. Vera. Livet. Oé.
He wasn't paying attention, ran into the spear, so I can
Cavalier.
get a lot of kills over here. And I don't really have to chase him inside his base. I can leave.
Cueillez.
I'm just waiting for
Oé.
my castle to go up. And this was like kind of without walling at all. I'm controlling the map with my actual just units.
Prêt.
I mean, now we just wait for our second building and the resources to climb up so that I can go up to the next stage.
Oé. Oye.
Stop army production when I'm getting close to going up to the next stage.
Prêt. Cueilleur. Dans la bataille. Que fait?
Prêt. Vera. Vera. Vera.
You might resign though. I'm completely fine taking that fight. I'll try to go out. I'll just show the next few steps. I mean, kinda technically I can do this if I want. But the actual play is to make the castle in the middle of the map. And then add stables, add barracks, and play halberdiers and paladin. He played pretty open himself, so it kinda turned out that way. I guess 2 more games are only required. Let me check how long the ward has gone. 3 hours. Good enough. Can kill faster. Maybe I can like climb to 1500 if I was using anything other than scouts. Because scout does take longer to execute. Do I want to play border dispute? It is not normal resources, so I will dodge it. I just have to close my game. Only 2 dodges, more than I was expecting, but people, I guess, do not like playing Arabia in some elo gap. Arabia is the most standard map on the game, though. Got the game. I am doing this before my 12-hour stream though. Maybe not the wisest choice because I should be getting the full sleep I need. That's fine. I'll go to bed after doing this. And then start streaming when I'm up.
Café, pastisseur.
Pastisseur.
Ohé, l'hiver.
Ohé. Sec.
Three deers, 4 deers. Okay, I'll mill the deers. I'll always check the amount of deers first. 3 is 3 villages, 4 is 4 villages, and 2 is no villages. You just skip the deers when that happens.
Prêt.
And for chickens, you always mill them. But for 6 chickens specifically, you always go for 3 villages. Hopefully, that is all the information you will be needing according to
Ohé, maro.
the whole chicken thing. Okay, I'll start going up 20 population instead of 21 because now
Maro.
going up slightly faster starts to matter if you are going to be able to do damage or not.
Prêt. Oil, bûcheron. Serax. Ohé,
With our
pastisseur.
starting scouts.
Maro.
Because if you're up too late and they're already walled up or have something coming towards you, you won't really be able to answer it. Won't really be pushing deers though. Still something
Café.
I'll only start recommending after your 1500 because then you wanna do specific builds based on pushing deers. Something like mana toms basically.
Okay, maro. Café.
Now we go scout our opponent.
Prêt. Ohé.
The formula has not changed in the Dark Age. It's just that we're gonna have the food bank already.
Okay, Ferax. Ohé. L'hiver. Prêt. Maro. Okay, certes. Ferax. Ohé.
I'm in my opponent's base in 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna hang around, see what's up. I have a gold in the back, so I'll use that. Already has villages on berries. Okay. He's doing something different than I've seen.
Café. Okay, maro. Prêt.
And he's pushing deers.
Prêt.
Maybe it's a fast castle. You usually do not see villagers going to berries this heavily. He had a lot of villages on berries.
Ohé. Pastisseur.
So I am confused, but looks like he has a plan. This is why scouting early lets you have a lot of clues on what your opponent's game plan might even look like. I'm able to spot him doing something weird. Usually you never really put 4 villages and berries this early
Prêt.
unless you have a very specific plan to use that extra food that you're getting in Dark Age. You can't really Dark Age rush because that food
Prêt.
he needs doesn't really help him in doing that because his barracks will be delayed by quite a bit. He's still pushing deer. I'll let him do whatever he wants. I'm just curious about what the plan is over here.
Château.
I'll stick to my plan,
Chasseo.
which is 20 pop scouts instead.
Okay.
There's the villages on wood.
Café.
Maro.
Ohé.
Chasseo.
Café.
Chasseo. Prêt.
Prêt. Maro. Okay, maro.
Ohé.
Ohé.
The only big difference is we are going up 1 pop faster.
Pastisseur.
I'll make it here.
Qu'est fait?
The lumber camp. Make my buildings like that. He still is not eating his pig. I would have lamed him if I was not a nice guy, but I'm gonna let him do his plan. Barracks from him. Okay. Villages on gold. Already long distance.
Barreau.
Lots of villages on wood now.
Prêt. Bastisso.
Did he miss his piggy? What the hell? He's not taking his second boar. That's strange.
Oui.
Barreau.
Okay, I mean, not sure what to say to that. It's not good. You should not be skipping your hunt like this.
Prêt.
Maybe he's doing a challenge on me. Is this Hera? Am I playing Hera? Maybe not.
Bastisso.
Qu'est fait? Pastisson. Okay. Pastisson.
Café. Bastisso. Bûcheron. Cueillet. Bastisso.
Prêt. Pastisson. Pastisson.
Ohé. Bastisso.
Oui. Marot. Qu'est fait? Bûcheron. Oil. Prêt.
Chasseo. Bûcheron.
Oui. Bûcheron. Okay. Bûcheron. Certes. Oui.
I'll attack that scout if it's not gonna move.
Barreau.
Bûcheron. Bûcheron. Prêt.
Bastisso. Bûcheron.
Qu'est fait?
Cueillet. Oil.
Okay.
Bastisso.
Prêt. Bûcheron. Fait. Bûcheron.
Café. Bastisso. Bûcheron. Prêt. Cueillet.
Okay.
Barreau.
Looks like I'm bored.
Café. Bastisso. Prêt. Cueillet. Bastisso. Ohé. Bastisso.
Oui.
Bastisso. Bastisso.
Prêt. Oui.
Still not eating his pig. Weird.
Ohé. Barreau. Cueillet.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, I'll just repair the barracks and counterattack, make a archery range to deal with the man-at-arms.
Qu'est fait?
Drac.
Okay.
Bastisso.
Oil.
Cueillet.
Oui. Pastisson.
He changes the target, attacks the stable instead, looks like.
Prêt. Pastisson.
Café. Bastisso. Ohé. Artisan. Barreau.
That's 10 villages garrison. Okay. Still eating the sheep. Not sure if this is correct because yes, you have saved up your sheep for later, but I just have more resources collected overall.
Café.
I mean, I guess I did also invest into making a mill, so that might change some things.
Que fait? À la bataille.
Okay. Pastisson. Oui. Pastisson. Oil.
Oops.
Qu'est fait? Pastisson.
Cueillet. Bastisso.
Bonne joie.
Prêt. Pastisson.
Prêt. Bûcheron. Café. Bastisso.
Maybe I can even take my main gold rather than my
Okay.
extra gold.
Prêt,
Pastisson.
certes.
He's gonna take his pig eventually.
Cueillet, l'hiver. Que fait? Oh yes, certes.
Hopefully. For him.
Pastisson. Oui. Pastisson. Pastisson. Vilain.
Prêt, oh yes.
Qu'est fait? Pastisson.
Que fait?
Okay. Pastisson. Mignon. Okay. Artisan. Oui. Pastisson. Vilain.
Ohé.
Qu'est fait? Artisan. Bûcheron.
Prêt, Minéo.
Prêt, l'hiver. Cueilleur.
Not really that concerned about killing him. I'm still trying to quick wall everything out.
Cueilleur, bâtisseur. Que fais, bûcheron?
Que fait? L'hiver. Prêt. Cueilleur. Certes. Que fait? Assaut. Bonjour. Certes. Cueilleur. L'hiver. Certes. L'hiver. Certes. Da. Oyel. L'hiver. À la bataille. Certes. Oyel. Prêt. Certes. Oyel.
Prêt.
Bâtisseur. Prêt.
Minéo.
Cueilleur. L'hiver. L'hiver. Bonjour. Prêt. Oyel. L'hiver. Assaut. Oyel. L'hiver. À la bataille.
Doesn't look like he's interested in taking his boar.
Que fait? Cueilleur.
I don't know. We just go up to the next stage.
Ohé. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Finally.
Que fait? Oyel. À la bataille.
Funny.
Cueilleur. Certes. Prêt. L'hiver. Que fait? Oyel. Cueilleur. Que fait? Certes. Bonjour. Oyel. Que fait? Certes. Cueilleur. Prêt. L'hiver. Oyel. Que fait? Certes. Cueilleur. Prêt. L'hiver. Cueilleur. Certes. L'hiver. Assaut. Oyel. Da. Certes.
He wants to play barracks.
Vilain.
We'll add a stable.
Prêt. L'hiver.
Play skirms and knights.
Certes.
Ok. Bûcheron.
Prêt, bûcheron. Cueilleur, bûcheron. Que fais? Bâtisseur. Ohé. Bâtisseur.
Fait. Bastisseur.
Oh my god.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Not making the correct hotkeys.
Que fait? Oyel. Prêt. L'hiver. Cueilleur. Bonjour. Oyel. Assaut. L'hiver. À la bataille. Prêt. Certes. Dans la bataille. Que fait? L'hiver.
Cueilleur, bûcheron.
Ok. Libé.
Cueilleur. Que fait? Cueilleur. Oyel. Certes. Prêt. Cueilleur. L'hiver. Que fait? Oyel. Prêt. Certes. Que fait? Cueilleur.
Prêt. Minéo.
I don't think I need elite skirmisher.
Cueilleur. Bonjour. Oyel. Prêt.
He's moving out with this.
À la bataille. Certes.
You can kinda clean it with.
Fait. Bastisseur.
Que fait? L'hiver. Certes. Prêt. Oyel. Cueilleur. Bonjour. Prêt. Oyel. Que fait?
My knights.
Ok. Bastisseur.
Prêt.
I'll add a couple of extra farms just so that I can
Bastisseur.
Bâtisseur.
sustain my army production.
Cueilleur.
Send these knights in the front and send these knights to defend because he's gonna try to clean me with the
Que
eagles.
fait? Assaut. Prêt. Cueilleur. L'hiver. Oyel. L'hiver. Prêt. L'hiver. Certes. Cueilleur. À la bataille. Oyel. L'hiver. Que fait? Cueilleur. Assaut. Prêt. Que fait? Cueilleur. Bonjour. Oyel. Certes.
Prêt. Libé.
Cueilleur.
Ok.
Ohé.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Que fait?
Certes. Minéo. Fait. Ohé.
Prêt. L'hiver.
Cueilleur. Ohé. Bâtisseur.
Que fait? Certes. Prêt. Cueilleur. L'hiver.
Prêt.
Prêt.
Bâtisseur.
Bastisseur. Ok. Bastisseur.
Que fait? Oyel. Prêt. Certes.
I just wanna make knights and skirms.
Vilain.
Que fait? L'hiver. Cueilleur. Oyel. À la bataille. Que fait? L'hiver. Prêt. Assaut. Cueilleur. Oyel. Que fait? Cueilleur. Bonjour. Que fait?
Looks like he's counterattacking or something. I don't know where the eagles are. Looks like they would be in the middle of the map. Yep, there they are. GG. Plus 23. Am I one game away? I am one game away. It's 1300. What the hell? I still got 23 points off that. This will be the last game for the examples, I guess. Okay. Frank's Britons, scout skirmishers would be the most obvious thing to do in this situation. So let's see.
Maro.
Prêt. Maro.
And for the last game, I'll go a little bit sharper in my build. Let's try to go for 19 pop and play only one lumber camp. That's gonna be the big change. Just to have a little bit more of a modern build. Kind of what I would technically use in my own game. It's gonna be still like this same beginner stuff, but instead of having 2 lumber camps, we'll have 1.
Maro.
Do I have a gap in my wood line? I have to check that.
Maro. Maro.
Oé. Pastisseur.
Time to go scout my opponent.
C'est fait. Maro. Maro.
Ohé. Bûcheron.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
And instead of having 3 on wood, we'll have 2 on wood, which is, again, we are starting to use fast builds now. Since if you have reached this stage of the game, you need to rely more on them.
Oé. Maro. Prêt. Oil. Kay. Maro. Prêt. Certes. Kay. Spirax. C'est fait. Maro. Oé. Bet. Chasseur.
Even without pushing the deer, you should be able to pull it off.
Prêt. Chasseur. Kay. Oé. Chasseur. Kay. Pastisseur. Chasseur.
Make a big circle around his base.
Prêt.
C'est fait. Chasseur.
Que fait?
Bûcheron. Prêt. Oé.
Chasseur.
Chasseur.
Que fait? Chasseur.
Kay. Chasseur.
Bûcheron.
Bûcheron. Qu'est fait. Oé. Pastisseur. Chasseur.
Ohé.
Prêt. Pastisseur.
Chasseur.
Qu'est fait.
Ohé. Dérac.
Kay. Pastisseur. Chasseur.
Crier. C'est fait.
Chasseur. Prêt. Chasseur. Oé. Chasseur.
Chasseur. Crier. Vivez. Ohé. C'est fait. Chasseur. Chasseur.
Every new village just goes to food now until I can click up a 19 population with loom.
Qu'est fait. Chasseur. Oé. Chasseur.
Que fait?
Chasseur.
It does restrict my extra scout production, but we are more worried about the timing than that. I see his berries, I see his rabbits. I'm still just gonna keep making circles to always check to see what he's up to.
Chasseur. Barreau.
Prêt. Chasseur. Kay. Maro. Maro. Oé. Maro. Prêt. Maro.
Ohé. Livet. Bûcheron.
Chasseur.
Barreau. Cueillet.
Up to the next stage. 19 pop,
Oé. Maro. Kay.
8 villages on word,
Café. Barreau.
and 2 on stragglers. That's usually the actual build.
Cueillet. Bûcheron.
The only big difference would have been I would have pushed deers as well, the neutral deers that spawn on the map. But the game plan doesn't really change.
Bûcheron. Café. Chasseur. Prêt.
There's the barracks from him.
Fait. Bûcheron.
I'll make my own barracks.
Café.
Safe he's on gold.
Oil. Bûcheron. Kay. Oé. Maro.
Cueillet. Bûcheron.
Café. Kay.
Bûcheron. Café.
Oé. Maro.
Send a second villager to the word.
Chasseur.
Okay. Looks like
Prêt.
Chasseur.
Oé.
he is playing stable himself. Okay. We're gonna start making spearmen.
Fait.
A little bit more advanced stuff. Don't have to play skirmishers. Britain player is playing stable, so
Barreau.
we make spears.
Kay. Café. Bastisseur. Bûcheron.
Prêt. À la bataille. Cueillet. Oh yeah.
He lost a scout.
Prêt.
Cueillet. Ohé. Barreau.
Oé.
Make 3 houses.
Bastisseur. Bûcheron. Kay. Bastisseur.
Let's try to pressure him a little bit while getting ourselves walled up.
Bastisseur. Oil. Bastisseur.
Que fait l'hiver? Cueillet. Assaut. Prêt. Certes. À la bataille. Bonne joie. Que fait? Cueillet. Oh yeah. L'hiver. Da.
Prêt. Bastisseur.
Fait. Bastisseur.
Que fait? Oh yeah.
Fait. Verax. Ohé. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Kay.
Cueillet.
Bûcheron.
Prêt.
Probably send the spears back to defend now. He's already adding in archery range, which is fine for us.
Barreau. Bûcheron. Fait. Barreau.
Kay. Bastisseur. Prêt.
Bûcheron.
Not really gonna get any more value with scouts.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Café. Oé. Bastisseur.
Prêt. Que fait? Certes.
Kay. Bastisseur. Maro.
Café. Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Cueillet.
Oé.
Looks like I need a pause.
Yes.
I can maybe get a villager there. I don't see a single scout from him. Not sure why he made a stable.
Quem é? Bastisseur.
Que fait?
I'll drop the archery range so that I can make some skirmishers.
Ohé. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur. Fait. Bastisseur. Ohé. Bastisseur.
While I'm getting ready to go up to the next stage.
Bastisseur. Prêt. Bûcheron.
Fully walled. 10 on word.
Quem é?
I'll even make a second lumber camp to have a
Bastisseur.
better saturation on my wood line. I didn't need to make more than 2 scouts. I've already forced him to make a bunch of spearmen and make him react and kill the villager with it. So
Okay.
I'm already in a very good spot.
Firax.
He's not really attacking me, so
Okay. Neo.
I'll make skirmishes very
Barreau. Bûcheron.
sparingly.
Prêt. Okay. Que fait? Bastisseur.
Rien? Certes. Que fait? Oyel.
Doesn't look like I can find any other angle to do damage. That's a mistake.
Barreau. Barreau.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Refresh that lumber camp
Okay. Que fait?
Ohé.
Bûcheron.
and send these 2 villagers to gold.
Prêt.
Prepare skirmishers to go up.
Da. Certes.
I'll kill his
Prêt.
rabbits.
Assaut. À la bataille.
Ohé. Bastisseur.
Prêt. Da. Que fait? À la
Ah.
bataille.
Alerts. I forgot I had all of that enabled.
Prêt. Rien? Bonjour. Que fait? Prêt. Assaut.
There's some sneaky archers.
Rien? Oyel. Que fait? L'hiver.
Prêt. Okay.
Rien?
Bastisseur.
Certes. Que fait? À la bataille. Oyel.
Surprised by my sneaky skirmishes, I guess.
Bonjour. Oyel. À la bataille. Certes. L'hiver. Assaut. Que fait? Oyel. Da. Certes. L'hiver. Certes. Da. Bonjour. Oyel. Assaut. À la bataille. Rien?
Que fait? Neo. Libet. Ohé. Bastisseur.
And I'll add a second stable and a blacksmith.
Bûcheron.
I want 14 to 16 farms.
Bastisseur. Bastisseur.
Gold upgrade.
Prêt.
Do I need the skirmisher armor and attack? Probably not, but let's see. I'll also add a scout because he's playing completely open.
Prêt. Que fait? Que y a? Oyel. Prêt. À la bataille. Da. Que fait? Bonjour. L'hiver. L'hiver.
Que fait? Bastisseur. 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 Que fait? Bastisseur. Bûcheron. Ohé. Bastisseur.
Prêt. Oyel. Que y a? Assaut. Certes. Oyel. L'hiver. Oyel. Assaut. Certes. Oyel. L'hiver. Da. Certes. Oyel. Prêt. Certes.
Looks like he's not really interested in contesting that, so fletching and stuff doesn't really make sense. I'll just play double stable knights after making like 4 or 5 skirmishers. Add a town center instead.
Bastisseur.
Que fait? À la bataille. L'hiver. Certes. L'hiver. Que fait? Da. Oyel. Que fait? Que y a? À la bataille. Prêt. Bonjour. Assaut. Bonjour. Que fait? Prêt.
And now we just wait for
Que y a? Que fait? Que y a? Da. À la bataille. Assaut. Que y a?
our extra TCs.
Bastisseur. so.
I'm just trying to find areas to attack while farming and stuff. It's always just the balance for doing this. Roam around, see if I can hit some other area of the map. And I think that's 1500. That's game. I managed to reach 1500 in 13 games. Took me almost 4 hours. But I did do it like the macro way. I could have done it like in 1 hour. Probably not, honestly. 1 hour is way too little. But this is just 4-ish hours of just playing scout skirmishers and opening scouts. Where 21 down to 20 down to 19. You can follow any build that I did. And I think that's it from me. If you wanna watch me grind at 2500 level to get to rank 10, consider subscribing and giving this video a like and following my content for more. That's it from me. See you guys later.